Bam, 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 ba-da-bum. Oh, I missed the bit. Okay. I need to get better at remembering what my own soundtrack is like. I'm really, really maximally intelligent here. Okay. I am going to grab myself a bowl of pasta from downstairs really quick. Now I'm microwaving. And then I shall be with you guys in just a moment. And we will start getting to drawing and working on stuff again. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But yeah, see you in like literally a minute. And I am returned. Where's my shit? Um, one moment. What did I do with my? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, I found it. I was just trying to figure out what I did with my mouse. But I figured it out. I figured it out. Anywho, doop doo. Bum 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 bum. Oh God, I miss this format. I miss all this. What are these guys pinging me about? Okay. Hey Sharon, how's it going, man? Thank you for getting me off my ass this morning. I'm a little baby hungover right now, but that's like all right. It's not the end of the world. What did I do with my phone? I'm just forgetting where all of my shit is right now. It's okay though. It's so fine. It's totally okay. It'll be so fine. This is correct. This is here. And then here. Okay. Going good, just getting addicted to a new game. Nice. What are you playing right now? Out of curiosity. And then I need to wait to get on for this, which just depends on my buddy actually getting off his ass. Okie dokie. This is showing up on stream, right? Okay, yeah. Music background is showing up. I just wanted to double check. I just wanted to check. Here. Five Nights at... Sorry. For a second, I thought you were saying that for, like, comedic effect, if that makes any sense. So, Five Nights at Frickbear's 3. But it's a FNAF roguelike, which is crazy. Um, I thought you were just, like, pissed at the fucking game, and you're like, dude, this fucking Springtrap guy, he's been annoying the shit out of me for, like, the last, like, 3 hours, but I'm like, I'm still playing. It's Five Nights at Frickbear. God damn. Hell yeah. That sounds fun, though. I need to, like, start playing roguelites again. Springtrap is annoying the shit. Hey, let's fucking go. I called it. That's hilarious. Ah. Dude, because he's, like, not that annoying in the original game either is the crazy part, right? Like, he ain't all that. But... Okay, so... Oh. What the fuck? Okay. Weird things just occurred with my OBS. I can... do this, though. Getting tagged him by him and Endo01. How many different... So if it's actually based out of FNAF 3, which is... I'm guessing it is based off the fact that it's Springtrap and Endo01. Is it, like... How many characters are actually involved in this roguelike, then, at the present? Is because, like, FNAF 3 famously has, like, no characters. It's got, like, Springtrap, and then, like, I guess the Phantom animatronics or whatever. 47? God damn! That's almost as much as Ultimate Custom Night. Jesus Christ. The fucking killing you machine. Jesus. Hold on. So, I'm gonna open my Google Drive. Because low-key, I don't actually know what I'm planning on drawing today. I just want, hey, I really want to draw today. And I really want to, like, start working on this stuff again. But I don't actually know what the plan is. I could do Brittle Evolution. Astroloid. I need to add the Tumblr link for that, actually. Hold up. Hold, please. I'm forgetting to do my own responsibilities surrounding posting things on my socials. I'm so good about it. Copy link. So Astroloid is done, except for like the second form, which I'm considering doing, considering not doing. I don't think it matters that much. It would be mostly a visual thing. So that, and then Pakaya I have also done. So this. And this music was electric. I could do that, but I don't know. Wow, I'm actually running out of stuff. That's crazy. That's a crazy problem to have. I'm running out of stuff that I've come up with. They're adding at least 13 more, and custom drain animatronics are also available. Wait, so like you can mod the game yourself and like add more shit yourself? Adding 13 more though to Five Nights at Frick Bears 3. Damn. That's kind of sick though. Like genuinely, it kind of goes hard. I also really need to upgrade out of this Fuji into like something a little bit nicer, but it's okay. Um, that is a later me problem. Um, it feels weird not knowing what to draw right now. So kit form. I haven't done ride form yet. I could do that. Um, because I've done dive. I haven't done surf either. Actually, hold up. I need to think about this. Oh, that would be really funny. You know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna do something we haven't done in a really long time. I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do more Porygon forms. Something I haven't done in 2 years, I think. Also, I saw your message. Just like, give me a second. So this duplicate. Okay, and this. Nice. Why? Okay, whatever. Want to know what my current loadout is right now? Sure. I mean, I'm not sure how the game works, so you might have to explain a little bit of it, but I'm curious. Sounds fun to me. Tutel. Tutel. Uh, okay. Mom. So, how the fuck do I do this? Because, got this. Mm, properties. Okay. Right now, animatronics you have are Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Marionette. I'm a Marionette truther, I don't know why. Balloon Boy, fuck that guy. Endo01, Withered Bonnie, Springtrap, Candy, Toy Freddy, and Lefty. Night 3, by the way. So, like, those are the ones you are facing, or those are the ones you are using within the game. I do not understand the structure of how it would be a roguelike, so it might require a little bit more explanation, unfortunately. I forgot I made the eyes like that. That was a really good decision. Okay, anyways. Uh... So... I need to, like, move my shit around. Oh, classic. Classic, the Elgato disconnects. My beloved. There we go. There we go. So I need to like, do I just do this maybe? Okay, one sec. Um, I think the way I do this is that insert photo. This. Okay. Suck. Okay. Those are the ones you're facing. Got it. Damn. Only at night three and hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. After each night, have to go to a new pizzeria and salvage at least 2 animatronics from that location to add to your night. That's kind of evil. That's kind of evil with it. So how do you level up? Because it sounds like every single night the game just purely gets harder. How do you scale up against the enemies? Against you getting uh how do you scale up in the sense of like every single night you have to add 2 animatronics which make your life harder. How do you scale up to be able to deal with those more? Out of curiosidad. Get money for surviving the night and salvaging animatronics, and then you can use that money to buy upgrades. Okay. So I'm guessing the gameplay loop is very similar to like just a regular FNAF or Ultimate Custom Night, except you just like add more characters each night that make your life harder. So in turn, what do the upgrades look like? I know I'm kind of like asking you to describe the entire game to me, but like, you know. Yeah. So, mm, I don't want to. Oh, okay. Just describe the ones you have so far. Okay, that works. Appreciate it. How do I? How do I do this? I'm trying to like teach myself how to set perspective at a very weird angle. It's like maybe this, and then the gimmick ends up being that I can do this, and then I say, okay, then I can. I think I take Mercury now, and I start just outlining. So I want to get like a higher angle look on this thing's head. This is uh, backdoor trading adds an extra animatronic to all salvage locations, or a new option to pick from. Okay, so essentially, like every single time you have the option to salvage, you can choose amongst like a couple of animatronics. That upgrade allows you to choose in such a way that like it's up to you as opposed to like you just die. Is my understanding. How the fuck do I do this? Okay, sorry, hold on. All ears, mask no longer muffles hearing. Okay, that's actually nice. Overcharge, start the night with 25% extra power. Hell yeah, huge W actually. Cupcake cartridge adds cupcake clicker into the minigames tab. You can play minigames during the night to earn tokens that you can use to buy power-ups in the shop, or to save to get extra money at the end of your shift. Okay, so it's essentially like the token system is kind of like the token system in Ultimate Custom Night, in which, like, as you progress through the night, there are ways to grab those tokens that enables you at the end of the night to buy stuff from the shop that makes you more capable of surviving this night, the next night, etc. Are those I'm assuming those power ups are permanent and are just not like something you activate once a night or anything. Um, but I'm not sure, so that's why I ask. Um, so this is how would I do this? Because it's like this, um, and this, and then this. No, power-ups are only for that night. Oh, interesting. You can buy extra power or skip an hour or buy a death coin, etc. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, death coin also exists? Swag. Ad starts in 2 minutes, by the way, but you have a gifted sub, so it shouldn't matter. But regardless, just throwing that out there. Um, what the fudge? Okay, so this, and then I don't know, maybe it's like, what do I do here? Oh my gosh. There we go. I'm trying to like hold on. Maybe it makes more sense for me to do this and then overlay. It's going to become a lot more obvious what I'm trying to do with this Porygon form in a second. Okay. God, it looks so fucking goofy with this. Like I knew what I was doing, but like it's just not the same. Okay. So I have read that message. Okay, swag. Alright, ad break is technically running right now, so I'm gonna swap to this. We can vibe for a second. I'll take this moment to eat some food. I will be right back with you guys in a minute. And welcome back, welcome back. Uh, yellow, yellow, yellow. Retina burner. Okay, makes the flashlight bigger and more effective, aka the power up that makes spring trap. Okay. You know, fucking real. I'm guessing it also helps for Withered Foxy, except you just haven't unlocked him yet. Um, I would presume. It's like I need to like you need to be here, cause so it's kinda like this. And then fuck, stop coming invisible. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I chose not to salvage Withered Foxy this run. I mean, I get that. Withered Foxy is probably annoying. Thought mostly because he would directly conflict with Endo. Endo's mechanic is that when he appears in the front window, you can't use your flashlight. Oh, so essentially it's like you'd be in a situation where like Withered Foxy and Endo could both show up, and then you can't use your flashlight because then Endo would attack you, but you have to use your flashlight, otherwise you die to Withered Foxy. That makes a lot of sense. I'm guessing there's probably still tech in the game to be able to circumvent that, because I can't imagine there would be like a perfect like mechanic that conflicts with itself. Otherwise, the maximum difficulty mode would be impossible. But I get how that would still be annoying and be worth something kind of dodging, or intentionally trying to avoid in the process. Lodge. Hey, Ko, how's it going? I'm doing good. I was considering streaming earlier today, and then I didn't because I ended up hanging out with friends last night and got a little tipsy, shall we say. Um, however, I was convinced with very little pressure to start streaming today because I've really wanted to, and I've genuinely missed doing these more relaxed, less chaotic solo streams. So, okay. Shern says can't appear at the same time, but they have similar sound cues that could have fucked me up. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's frustrating. Thought that Endo only affected flashlight use in the office. No, even in cameras. Damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. He'll touch you over cameras, bro. That's like like surveillance state activity. Oh, what the hell was that? I've never seen that pop up show up before. But yeah, Ko, I don't even know if you've actually seen me do one of these streams yet, since it's been a while since I've had the time to actually do what I typically do, which is this. Um, since I've been either sick or out of state or in in the finals, fucking whatever it's called, in the torment nexus. That's it. That's the words I was looking for. Uh, I have to push back Springtrap and the cameras with the flashlight. That's where they're tag teaming me. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Wait, you have to push him back in the cameras with the flashlight. Oh, interesting. Okay. Fortunately, can't be here for long, but I'll be here until I get my streak. Hey, I appreciate it, Kel. Always a pleasure having y'all sticking. Always a pleasure having y'all tap in. I really need to create a lurk command because I feel like my my stream is very lurk prone since it's just kind of a vibe most of the time, and that would be a worthy thing to let people be able to do. Okay, so that. Oh right, I did this stupid fucking annoying thing. Forgot I made that change. Just because it turns out, like, if you look at the posture check hydrate, hold up, I got you. Oh, oh, that's just 2 of the 12 I have right now. Yeah, I mean, welcome to 5 Nights at Freddy's, to be honest. Uh, but yeah, actually, both of you guys predate me or post date some words. Both of you guys don't know when I started actually working on the Porygon forms, but what I've discovered is that the Gen 1 sprite for Porygon doesn't make any sense in 3D. So if I, first of all, look at that right now. That looks tough as hell. But if I go back to when I started working on Porygon, which should be one of these. Yeah. So this is the original 3D model for Porygon. And now it initially you look at it and it's like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. It's not like that odd. Well, over here you have a hold up. Where am I? Let me do this so then I can. So over here you have a single point that comes off of a point that is very clearly not down the center of this thing structure, however, then centers at the back. So this thing is just lopsided in this section, so I had to change the midsection entirely. Then, over on the face, the structure of the head has it so this piece of the eye comes over the lip, right? But then you don't see it on this side. Also, this whole section here comes forward off of the eye, and then just kind of curves at the front. There is no obvious curvature that is going on here. There is no block showing that that should be possible. It's just something that happens. So when I did this, when I had to restructure this, also this foot is not properly aligned with this stomach to be left-right balanced with this leg, if that makes any sense. Because the bottom of this is tilting down this way, so it's actually not symmetrical either. So it's a lot of stuff that looks symmetrical but isn't actually symmetrical. So when I actually ended up drawing Porygon, I had to make a bunch of changes. So like, for example, I made the bottom here a lot more symmetrical. I had to change the tail here so then it would actually be balanced left to right from either side of these two edges. So it doesn't look weird. I changed the face shape slightly, so then actually you can see the other eye, so then you can actually, like, have this head structure properly. And I did actually end up keeping this, however, in other forms of this, I have adapted it to be, there's just a little trapezoid there. Just a little section that's essentially chopped off. That you just don't see on this version. And then I tilted the other foot down, just because I wanted it to look symmetrical with this one. However, it didn't look great, so I said, hey, I'll just add a little bit more character. Its legs typically spin in its animations anyways, so why not? It's not that big of a change. I think it adds a little bit more life to the design. But it was like a whole mess trying to restructure an existing design like that. Porygon is on Fraud Watch now? Yeah, exactly. But now he's not, because look at him. He's perfect now. My son, I love him. Oh, I never noticed that? Yeah, no, like, once again, this is not a problem I actually, like, started experiencing or thinking or thought would be a problem until I started working on it. And then I suddenly realized, wait, this doesn't make any sense. What am I looking at right now? So, it's really cool, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do my best out here. So this, and then Yeah, I never knew about that. Yeah, I mean, like, learn something new every day sort of deal. Frick Bears is a 10 out of 10 fan game because it fixed the music box mechanic, dude. Like the music box mechanic in FNAF 2. Oh, it's so bad. Have to go now, but pop off will be looking incredible. This Porygon surf form. Thank you. I appreciate it, Co. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you spending your time here. Have a good day. This is like really janky, I feel like. I feel like I need to tilt this forward. Looks kind of like shit for reasons I don't understand. There we go. So this, and that. Yep, you just click the wine button and the music box is immediately wound up. God bless, dude. As opposed to just having to like sit there in the camera for like a billion years and just dying. That's such a good improvement, genuinely. Okay, so on this section, I kind of want to. How the fuck do I do this? Only other guys right now that are giving me problems are Lefty and Candy. I don't know what Candy's mechanics are like because I know she's based out of a fan game. Lefty, I'm assuming it's the heat and music stuff or heat and noise stuff again. From same kind of BS you have to deal with in whatchamacallit. I'm so intelligent. Okay, with candy, there's a timer that's constantly going down. Once that timer hits 0, you have to put the mask on, else you die. Happens roughly every minute. It's a fine mechanic, but it just eats away at time. I could be flushing Springtrap or grinding Minesweeper for tokens. Okay, makes sense. So it's kind of like say best analog is probably Afton in Ultimate Custom Night, in which he has a chance to arrive on every minute, makes a shit ton of noise, and then you just have to take him out at the time. Except it's actually repeated every minute and consistent, as opposed to just being a percent chance. Lefty has a completely different mechanic from Mucian. Okay, shit. They will be chilling in the vents, and you have to use audio lure to stop her. Actively avoids the audio lure, so instead of just luring her away from the vent entrances, you have to meticulously find a way to trap her in a corner and pray it works. She escapes like 50% of the time. Okay. Interesting. Actually being drawn away from the audio lure is interesting. Typically, it's the other way around, right? Am I being pung? Interesting, 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 interesting. So I need to like... This is messing with me. I feel like I almost want to move this further in. Kind of want to do this. For a second, I thought I did like some fucky overlay shit, and I was like, I did not think of the consequences of this. But it's okay. We figured it out. We're working on it. We're working. We're getting there. It's all right. So it means that I don't have to deal with all this fuckery down here, which has been annoying. Then we'll see how it looks. So, never know. It could look like shit. Always possible. Always possible. Less like Afton, actually. More like range of times based on... It's more like a range of times based on what AI level candy is at. Also immediately kills you when timer hits 0. Okay. So... So wait, is it like essentially... The higher difficulty it is, the more often it happens, but it happens consistently on the same interval. The interval just changes depending on what AI level she's at. Um... Or, sorry, he's at, my bad. Um... Interesting. So you just have to put on your mask like periodically, at a very precise, repeated time point, is what I'm understanding from this. Oh, forgot that these are the same layer. Classic Volt, classic Volt. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Okay. So actually need to tilt that down more, interestingly enough. Here we go. That was well done on my part. Okay, so okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so then it matches this side. I feel like I almost want to invert this more. Hold on, I see you, Shern. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna. That's a little bit better. Oh fuck. Nah. Also, another plus with this game is that every character has voice lines, like in UCN. All have unique personalities. Oh, dope. So, like, are those voice? Oh, we're in the middle of an ad break. I forgot. I forgot about the ad break. Ah, it's fine. Anywho, so unique personalities in the sense of like, uh, I can speak English. I promise. Is maybe I just this is pissing me off. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. It's a little bit better. It's still a little chunky, but like I think I knew that going into this. Okay. Yo, Meme, how's it going, man? Happy to have you here. I'm actually doing a drawing stream for the first time in like a month or something. Because I finally have time and I'm not like burnt out and I'm not sick and I'm not like out of the state. Finally have time to do the things that I like. It's awesome. Like Endo 01 tells you to cope when you cope mod seethe L plus ratio plus. That's hilarious, actually. Fire. Mm. That's a good curve, but I just need to slide it over a little bit. Rotate it like this, and this. There we go. And then I just need to curve it down slightly on the side. Not a lot, but slightly. Oh, this track. It's a good song. How are you? What Fakemon are you drawing this time? I'm going back to a part of the Fakemon project that I have not worked on in a very long time, which is the ride Pokemon for this region. Um, as some of you may know, first of all, I'm gonna end it on, okay, yeah, I already saw the code message, I just wanted to double check. Um, as some of you may know, in Pokemon, there are things called HMs, or at least there used to be, where there were certain moves that enabled you to get access to different parts of the world. And hold up. um, that enable you to get access to different parts of the world and access well, yeah, pretty much it's mostly just passive ways of blocking off progress in a slightly more open world format. Well, I like the concept of ride Pokemon. However, I don't like the way that it's like been overcomplicated. So like in the Alola region, which is unfortunately the region I grew up on, even though I actually really did enjoy those games. Um, in Gen 7, they had a bunch of different ride Pokemon where there was like the service that you could call up to like get a Machamp that would use Strength or like Rock Smash, or that you would get like this. You could get access to like, I think it was Mudsdale or something that gave you Stamina. Tauros would like be able to let you run faster, and then there was like a swimming Pokemon, whatever. It's all this stuff. And it was all made with the intention that oh, it to me as a kid, it felt a little overcomplicated in the sense that why have all these Pokemon be your ride Pokemon when you could have just one? So I came up with the idea that in the same way that like Rotom has like a bunch of different forms that do a bunch of different things. There's another Pokemon that is very like Rotom, has been a phone in the anime before, and could be potentially upgraded to do all of those things that I would want it to do, that I would want to get out of a ride Pokemon. Um, so my idea is within this game, uh, Porygon is the ride Pokemon. Porygon gives you access to surf, gives you access to dive, gives you access to fly, gives you access to uh, pretty much most of those things, and a couple of other things that allow for more mobility. Um, and it kind of acts as like your pseudo partner during the game. So what I'm doing right now is I am taking the original Porygon sprite, which this is not it. It is slightly modified, and that is for lore reasons, also because of 3D reasons that I was describing earlier. Um, and I am making forms that are able to do different things. So in this case, this is the Surf Porygon form, and it is a jet ski. And that is intentional because I thought it would be cool, and that is exactly what has happened. I think it's actually kind of cool. So we have this. We have a couple more in the sense of where is it? 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 Oh, this I went too far. I went back too far. We have the dive form, which is the first one I drew, where it's kind of like one of the manta riders from Wildcrats, because I thought that was cool. Um, and then we have a couple other forms, like this is the phone form where you can like access your menu. This is what it will look like in game. I think that's pretty cool. Um, then you have the Pokemon Station form, where he's able to transform into a station that allows you to heal your Pokemon. This will not be able to happen everywhere in the game. I do have mechanics surrounding this that will make sense. But since you're in the distant past, there's not going to really be like Pokemon centers. You have to have some way of healing that is consistent, but still makes it so potions are useful and like revives and stuff. This is that. So now we're doing the surf form, and that's what's going on right now. I think it's a pretty cool concept. Alrighty, Shern. Toy Freddy also cries like in the arcade if you beat his high scores in the mini games. I mean, that's pretty accurate to how he responds in Ultimate Custom Night because he complains that you didn't win the game for him when he's doing Five Nights at Huggies, I think. So funny. Five Nights at Freddy's is such a silly franchise. I love it. I love FNAF. Yeah, I I have a very mixed history with FNAF where I used to be like deathly terrified of it as a kid. Um, but I was so invested in the lore that I slowly got myself to like turn around on it and like form a separate opinion, which is really funny. Um, so yeah. There we go. Look at him. He's so mad. He's so ridiculous. Anyways, actually, it's Five Nights at Mr. Hugs. Fuck. You did get me, Dragon. That's fair. I forgot it was like, did I say Huggies? I was like, I thought it was Hug EES. I could be wrong though. I think Mr. Hugs is correct. It's the vacuum cleaner. But yeah, happy to see you, Dragon. How's it going, man? It's the second of the month. I brush my teeth and count up. Okay, how am I doing this? What the fuck have I done actually? I know what I did. That's fine. Eh, it should be okay. We'll see how I end up color partitioning this. But I fuck with this. I like this. Oh my god. Please work. No, that's not what I meant to do. I forgot that those merge. Okay, merge. Now this, here. There we go. Well done, Volt. Okay, so this. I have the face, I have the feet. Okay, that makes sense. This works. Okay. Is this logical? I need to move this line slightly. I am not on the right layer. Well done, Volt. Thank you so much. 1 second, folks. Merge down. Okay. There we go. That was me with FNAF too. I remember being in like 5th grade crying about my mom being scared of FNAF, then I started digging into lore and watching game theory and shit. Yeah, no, literally. Like, end of COVID, I remember as a kid, there were two things I was deathly terrified of. One of them was Mangle, the other one was Balloon Boy. I have no idea why I had such a big issue with Balloon Boy. I had like a disastrous issue with Balloon Boy. It's really funny. But then at like the end of COVID, I finally started getting back into like watching like FNAF content, mostly surrounding the lore. Shout out Manaxis on YouTube. I was there from the very first video on his very first video on the lost art of Five Nights at Freddy's teasers. That got me back into FNAF. That got me back into looking at the material again. And then from there, I started watching Astral Spiff. And then from there, I actually went back and started watching like old playthroughs and stuff, and I started getting back into the material. And slowly, I can handle it now. I've grown up, I've aged out, I've gotten used to the material. I'm not as scared anymore. I can't play the games. I've tried. I have Five Nights at Freddy's 1 on my phone. I can't do it. But it's not like remote. It's not like something that's like a taboo topic to me anymore. It's not like it's something I can handle. Which is really funny. But yeah, lore is it's so interesting. It's so fun to go back into lore. It's also really funny because of that, like the way in which I experienced the game as well. It means that there's like this 15, like 10-year period essentially almost, where like I was just out of the loop in FNAF, which means that when I came back, everyone was calling the marionette the puppet. I still call it the marionette. I have no idea why I still die on this hill. But for some reason, I just feel like the marionette is a more apt name for it. I think it's a lot more interesting of a name for it. It was a lot more imposing and scary of a name for me back when I was a kid. It's the marionette to me. Charlie is the marionette to me. So that's my take. Dragon, my goat, we're locked in. You're actually so real for this. Holy shit. Damn. Hell yeah. Growing up with FNAF made me immune to jump scares. Dude, my entire chat, we're all on the same fucking wavelength. There's no way. Because everyone calls it the puppet now. And I'm like, why do you guys call it the puppet? It's way more imposing, but it's like more accurate. Because like the whole deal with like the concept of a marionette is that they're the one controlling the puppet behind the scenes. And like the marionette as a character in the games is the one who's kind of controlling all of either the toy animatronics during FNAF 2, or is the one that like brings them all back to life and like guides the souls to inhabit the animatronics in FNAF 1 and FNAF 3. So like it makes more sense from a lore perspective. It's a better name in my opinion. I don't know why people pivoted to calling it the puppet. I am such a marionette truther for like no reason at all. Sorry. Soapbox moment. Anyways, meme. This week I was experiencing severe vertigo episodes. Oh shit, man. Best of luck with that. Make sure to drink water. Sometimes you just need an ibuprofen. Get enough sleep. Try to look away from screens. I know you've been going to the gym, so hopefully that's been helping out. But vertigo sucks, man. Best of luck with that. Try popping your ears, etc. Blame FNAF 2 phone guy calling it that puppet thing. Yeah, it's like that, or the community just shifted. Because, like, there's, like, a bunch of times in which, like, people would name something, and then it, like, ended up sticking or not sticking. Like, for, like, 5 seconds, Springtrap was called Salvage before we actually figured out his name. What else? What else are good examples of that? I mean, the Nightmare animatronics were just given that name by the community, and then it stuck. So... And even then, like, the Night Marionette is called Night Marion. Y'all, like, I don't know, man. Like, it retains the marionette term, but, like, the puppet doesn't. I don't get it. I don't get it. No comprendo. I'm gonna be so for real with y'all. Do I make this bigger? I almost want to. I want to see what happens if I do that. Okay, that looks like giga stupid if I do that. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, oh man. It's like... FNAF is so interesting to chop up about. Scrap Baby was called Freak Show Baby when her design was teased. I forgot about that. There's like a bunch of shit that like if you go back far enough in like the FNAF community lore, like there's some like people are on crack when coming up with some of these theories. I'm gonna be so for real with you. Like chat. Let's be real for a second. Fucking adult theory? Can we like blow up the entire community just because of that? Like just for a little bit, just like as a treat. You know what I mean? Like that there was fucking oh my god, what was it called? Uh um oh shit, wait, this is too far out. Hold on. One sec. I'm I got distracted trying to draw. Adult theory, I remember that, but it's so bad. The other thing is like when people were first like introduced to Springtrap teasers and thought it was like a fucking mixed animatronic between fucking Golden Freddy and like a Bonnie suit or some shit. Like it was like some fucking hybrid. That was the terms they were using. It was so weird. Like it's crazy because like back then it's like once again I was like in elementary school, like going into middle school, and like I remember all of the lore, but like I had like such like and I was like in tune with the lore and the community, but I was just so out of it when it came to the actual games themselves. It's such a weird dynamic to have with a property. God, it's so odd. What is it's just me or I think this is oh my god, this is oh that's not great. There we go. Remember when FNAF was trending back in the day? Yeah, exactly. Like there's so much like honestly the at this point the games are almost just as interesting as the community has developed. Like the development and like theory crafting of the community is pretty much like half the fun to me, and it's like half the story when it comes to like talking about FNAF in any capacity. It's just so interesting. It's so interesting. I also still need to see the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. I haven't actually gone out and seen it yet. Still want Scott wanted to make Dream Theory real before deciding to make 5 and 6. I think that kind of makes sense. It just really depends on what's in the box. But I think at this point the contents of the box don't matter because of the way that the lore has adapted since then. So I there's really like only so much that we can do with it. And then there's the whatchamacallit. There was that Fazbear Fright's book about the gas that makes you hallucinate the nightmare animatronics and like the kids in the maze or whatever. So once again, dream theory stuff. 9 years old in 2014. I watched FNAF 2 movie. Nice. Have you read any of the books? I haven't. I just watch people who do, or I watched people who did. Um, so I for a little while I was pretty tapped in, but that was like mostly back into COVID. Um, not necessarily not necessarily super recent. Red Silver Eyes, it's a good read. I might consider it then. I mean, like I just haven't been that good about reading books recently. Like the most recent one I've been trying to do is Artemis by Andy Weir, same guy who made The Martian and Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary being literally my favorite book of all time. But I have not been good about being consistent. I really need to get back into reading shape, to be honest. TBH. It's a worthy endeavor. Oh, what the there we go. So this, slightly not scuffed. That, okay, it twists, that's fine. I have the twisting show up there. I think oh, yeah, that's an inconsistency. Okay, hold up. There we go. Slightly better. I had them at the same elevation, but over on this side, this thing is obviously a little bit higher, so I wanted to mirror that properly. Technically, this should probably come in a bit, but I just don't have that much space to work with. I can try. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, Volt. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try it. So, man, what the hell? Okay, there we go. I'm back. Happy to have you back, Sharon. We've been still yapping about Five Nights at Freddy's while you've been gone. Need to get back into it too. Yeah, I don't know. There's only like so many hours in a day though, so like you can't always blame us for not getting everything we want done. Ain't the end of the world. Okay, I think I'm gonna start coloring this in. Look at that. Look at this. Jet ski. It also is really funny having like as soon as I came up at the start of this stream with the idea of making Surf form a jet ski, and then just the head of Porygon is the entire front end of it. I think this is just really goofy, and I'm a really big fan. Um, okay. Let me see. Am I getting pinged for Pokemon stuff yet? So as of, I think I might have talked to you guys about this before, but I have some friends that run a Pokemon draft league through Pokemon Showdown, and we're starting another season up very soon, which means that right now the draft is happening in a Discord server, and I'm just waiting for it to be my turn so I can pick another Mon. I've already picked up Terapagos, which is very devious and evil in singles, so I'm very excited to see how that turns out. Honestly, this conversation has inspired me to start working on my FNAF remake again. Ayo? Wait, hold on, I haven't heard of this project. What have you been up to? That sounds dope. Is it like, wait, hold on. I think it's like this. I think it's more like that. Actually, it's more vertical, but like I think it's this. I'm losing track of what I've done. Oh, that's just simply not what I was trying to do just now. It's okay though. I overdid it. Damn it. Classic Volt overshooting the line. Uh, okay. There we go. Much better. Okay. Um, let's see. Hold up. Oh my god, y'all have been yapping a second ago. Is Five Nights at Candy still a thing? It sounds like it. I don't know the specifics, but Shern was talking. So Shern right now is playing. Real title, by the way. Five Nights at Frick Bears 3, a roguelike FNAF game. And Candy is in it as part of the fan game material. So I believe it's still a thing. And then Eyeballs Mari viewer. I did not expect that of you, Dragon, but that's real as fuck. Based. Holy shit. Anyways. Probably still. Oh my gosh. Probably still in the works, but it's been almost like 7-8 years now. Okay, real. I don't know if the actual games come out, but I know like the character exists in a meaningful way in the community. By the way, add in a minute. I will swap to BRB so then you guys aren't lost, and I will not. I don't want you guys to miss out. So remake on the FNAF story and games, working on the side right now. It's mostly just a couple of ideas that I have and less of a cohesive story. I mean, to be fair, like, so is this fan game for me. I've just decided that I wanted to do a lot of the art in advance since that seems like a fun thing to do. Knack is an Easter egg in the FNAF 2 movie. Really? Oh, wait, that's actually fucking dope. I've seen Frick Bears 3, specifically Lolbit, aka Peak. Why do you guys know about this? Like, I feel like this is a very niche thing to know about, but I respect y'all for knowing it. Blink and you miss it type of Easter egg? Actually, wait, I can snooze ads. I'm gonna snooze the ad break. Ads are snoozed for 5 minutes. Wow, incredible stuff. Pop Goes? I've heard of Pop Goes. I'm decently familiar with Pop Goes. Okay, now I need to like actually start coloring this stupid thing in. Good news is I already have the color palette for it, so it takes like 0 time. Yippee! But yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Can share some ideas if you want to hear them. Absolutely. Like, dog, this stream is like, in and of itself, is mostly just an opportunity for people to yap. Like, I am here to yap with you guys. Like, this is what I enjoy doing. Like, otherwise, I would just do all this drawing by myself in my room. But that's like way more boring than being able to talk about stuff like this. Also, I would have thought you would know more. I would it. Also, I would it have thought you would know Mari Mari lol. English. Okay. But yeah, I actually do know Mari Mari a little. I wouldn't know Mari Mari. Okay, that's got it. No, it turns out that as soon as you start collabing with VTubers on a weekly basis, your feed and the people you know ends up increasing pretty rapidly. In the space. I can't type. All good. I've seen much worse misspellings from some of my friends. Don't even sweat it. Animatronic ideas or story ideas first? Let's do story first. Story first. Okay, and then this. But yeah, no, I happen to know of the existence of quite a lot of VTubers at this point, mostly just because, like, I don't know, like, a lot of my friends are VTubers, or watch a lot of VTubers at this rate nowadays, or at least a lot of my friends online do. So I'm just getting a lot more entrenched in the space just kind of by osmosis. So, like, more recently, like, I've been passively watching a decent number of VTubers for a while now. Like, I've been a pretty consistent Kumi viewer for, like, the last, like, 4 months. But, like, even more recently, I've been starting to get into Krelly a little bit. I've been aware of Mari Mari. I know about Shondo. I know about all that shit. Philly and stuff's been wild. I hope she's okay. But, you know, like, we'll see. A little bit of cotton around the edges. Mostly, it's just that a lot of my friends are, like, absolutely ludicrously dedicated Beetle 987 or Neurosama fans. So it's just like I kind of sponge things out from there. So like Crowley, etc. Phasma Entertainment was founded by William Afton Helly. I mean Edmund actually here from the start. The Mimic. Oh no. Since I've met Laz and Freddy, my feed on TikTok and Insta has been VTuber. Yeah, exactly. You see what I mean? Like, it's been the same deal for me. And, like, here's the thing. Like, with this account and with my streaming experience, like, back when I started this back in January of, like, 2024, I always kind of knew that if I wanted to actually do this more seriously, I probably would go the VTuber route. And that may be the case, potentially. Stay tuned. But yeah, no, it just felt more right to me since I didn't feel like it's very hard to explain. I am a very photogenic person. I am not a very videogenic person. So it for me, being on stream, there's like a level where it's like, oh, there's privacy concerns, and I don't want to like have my face on stream, which is like totally valid on my own end and whatnot. But also, there's the level where it's like, yeah, I think I would literally like I would present a lot better to the audience outside of just like yapping my personality, having my stupid ass acrid copium Fuji on the bottom left. If I had something kind of partially masking it, just because I don't know, I'm a very disproportionate person, due to my height and lankiness. And then I don't think the autism helps out with the facial expressions, but it's like it's not that it's like I don't know, maybe I just have like insecurity surrounding this. It's not that crazy, but still. Yeah, get osmosis, very much so. Very, very much so. I hear you might be getting a new PNG soon, which is also very exciting, Dragon. Very excited to see more Geometry Dash stuff. It's actually really funny. I've been because of all like this VTuber stuff, I've been hanging out with Admiral a lot more, which I don't know if you might have expected that, but Admiral is the one who kind of brought a lot of these people together at Laz, Freddy, etc. Um, surrounding Neurosama, and then he just dragged me along because he thought I was cool like 2 years ago. And then somehow I've become entrenched, which is kind of nuts. You know, time has a funny way of doing things. Or life has a funny way of doing things. Anyways, together they created the Fredbear trio: Henry Fredbear, Bonbon, and then Marionette. Okay, interesting. So Spring Bonnie, Fredbear, and then Marionette being a different name. But, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. So I want. So I think blue. So hold up. Let's do this really quickly. I think this ends up being blue. I think this ends up being blue. And then the inside of that ends up being red. And then this can be blue. And then this can be yellow. And then this can be yellow. And that should be enough accent coloring. Because then this will be red. I think that's reasonable. Okay. Edwin. Oh, ad break. Hold up. My bad. Thank you for the heads up meme. I mean, you can't hear me right now, but in a little bit you'll be able to hear me. So. Gua. This are pre-rolls, guys. I'm sorry. Eating my pasta. Hashtag my pasta. Ad break ended. I forgot I pushed it out 5 minutes, and then I faced the consequences of my actions. Sorry about that, man. And Dragon, presumably. We're back, though. Um, do I want to change up the color of the chair? I feel like I almost do, but I don't really know what to. Because I could make it, like, yellow. I think that would kind of make sense, but I don't know. It's like, it's yellow or blue. I'm also happy that with the Porygon redesign that I did earlier, I also added this third color as yellow into the palette, just because it's made things so much more interesting instead of just everything being two colors. Um, and like in some cases, I've had to add like some green for reasons, but you know, it's whatever. Okay, I see your message, Dragon. Just give me 1 split second. I'm locked the fuck in. I'm locked in. Hey, tweaking. Okay. Uh. Edwin also used this as a funny opportunity to test the first instance of mimic technology, which he puts in Marty. Okay, interesting. Yes, hopefully soon. The artist was wanting a commission. Her Ko-Fi link is down, so I'm waiting for that to get fixed. Okay, got it. Yeah, I Ko-Fi's cool. Or coffee. I call it Ko-Fi. I default to calling it Ko-Fi, but I think everybody pronounces it coffee. Regardless, good for you. Best of luck. Very excited. I'm guessing you'll also make it your Fugi as well for Discord or whatever the fuck. I know what I'm talking about. Professional streamer man will take Glint278 over here right now. 100%. Never question me again. No, I mean, I guess Fugis are just the same as uh PNG tubers. It's like effectively the same thing, right? You just like enter a Discord call and have it talk for you. Anyways, I mean, technically that's what I'm doing right now. Haven't actually thought about that. That's really funny. Anyways, I thought it was Ko-Fi. I have no idea. I've heard people pronounce it in like 3 different ways at this rate. I could not tell you, but yeah, I don't know. I've done some bullshit. The only time this is true, and Meme can confirm this. The only time I've ever used Ko-Fi is to commission one of my friends to write gay fluff about 2 of my other friends. Which like it's not like my mic is not picking up me laughing right now because it's peaking. But dude, it's so funny. Peak use of free will. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's been a long running bit. She still hasn't written it yet, but it's also because she's busy. I think it's like as soon as we all kind of get out of our classes for the semester and etc., like our lives are going to become a lot more free. So like once again, as I posted in schedule channel on my server, like I'm planning on streaming like 3 times this week because I can and I want to and I miss it and I enjoy hanging out with you guys. Um Honestly, like the last month in which I've been gone has been crazy just because I've been doing really well mentally, if that's really funny to say, which historically has not been the case. Like, for those who do not know, I started streaming because I was getting over a breakup. Um, and also because I wanted to hold myself accountable since I was being really depressed and just not doing anything. And I wanted to hold myself accountable to doing this project that I like doing because I like drawing and I like doing this. And it ended up being also a really good way to talk to you guys and like hang out with people when I didn't really have anyone. But now it's like once this is now not something where it's like, oh, I need this to like cope. This is like, oh, I enjoy doing this now. I like talking to you guys. I like drawing. I like hanging out. I think it's a very chill environment that my streams typically produce, which is like, right now. Um, and I've started to miss it, and I've started to like genuinely like be passionate about it, which is like very weird. I feel like it's kind of weird to be passionate about streaming, but I digress. So, like in the next like as soon as I get out of this semester, uh like I'm probably going to spend like a week just like improving everything around here, like getting this place into tip-top shape, you know what I'm saying? And like just like improving the quality of all this cuz I want to do more fun stuff. I want to hang out. I want to enable us to be able to do more silly shit. And I want to do this more often going into like upcoming months and etc. Except for when I'm out of the country in the middle of the summer. So, you know, I'm very excited for all of that stuff. Very, very excited. Is this right? This is not correct. Is this right? Okay, it's just white. This looks really dumb. I am currently drawing in white. There's a reason for this. It will make sense in a bit. Literally looks like I did nothing right then. Right. Well done. Well done, Volt. Incredible stuff. So for this chair, do I want to make this yellow? I'm considering it. I think I'm going to try it, and then if not, I'll swap to either the green I was using, or maybe more of like a kind of velvety red. I think that could be a nice color for this. Makes it a nice and cozy chair. But I could also just color swap this. Oh, that's actually... Damn, that's a smart idea, Volt. I don't come up with those very often. Nah, I'm memeing, but it's all hunky-dory or whatever. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-bum, ba-bum. Alright, so going to get this in. Let's see how this looks. Do I like the yellow chair? I don't actually hate it. Ooh, wall of text. You're full of good ideas? Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay. Wall of text time. Open Fredbear's in Hurricane, Utah in 1979. Everything was going awesome until one day during Michael's 12th birthday party. He put his little brother Evan on stage right next to Marty to take a picture. Marty's technology accidentally mistakes him for David and Edwin's son, and out of pure instinct, Marty hugs him. But the systems underestimate how strong Marty's arms are, so Marty keeps hugging Evan, accidentally crushes Evan's rib cage. This was the crush of 81. Bro. Dude, he got hugged to death. He got wrapped into a warm embrace until he felt the cold sting of reality. That's crazy, bro. You fucking hugged him to death. Is that the crush of 87? God damn. Mm. Hungry. Okay, so do I want to turn the screen? Because I kind of hate the ugly-ass green color I've been using for the kit thing, but I kind of had to use it. By the way, all animatronics at this point are half-body animatronics like in the actual Chuck E. Cheese's, so pretty much everything below the waist just doesn't exist. So this guy just got, like, literally just got crushed, and it's just, like, on a stick. Or the puppet is on a stick at present. Dude, this is so silly. This thing looks so ridiculous, like, super hover chair, but it's, like, jet ski. This is so goofy, I love it so much. And he's angry. He's ready to go. He's ready to roar across the tides. He's gonna send it. It's gonna go. Oh, it's awesome. What a little goober. What a little guy. Little creature. Wow. Wow. Alrighty. So, this... Here on, it's just some random ideas I have. I mean, totally fair. Sometimes it literally is just, like, random ideas that end up becoming a cohesive story. Like... Actually, do I want to reveal that yet? I don't know. Maybe that's for another time. There'll be a time in which I do, like, more of a dev stream style sort of thing for this, and that's probably once I actually, like, am a little bit more entrenched. Which is funny to say when I'm, like, almost 2/3 of the way done with the first section. Well, actually, how many? I've drawn, like, 60 mons at this point. Well, a lot more than that if you can include color duplicates or form duplicates like this, but still. Technically, I've done, like, all of the work, but it's just, like, not all for the same section, which matters a lot. Favorite characters are in animatronics in FNAF? Ooh, that's a good question. Ironically, as I said earlier, I was really fucking terrified of Mangle as a kid. I'm a big Mangle fan nowadays. I really like Mangle. Mango, my Mango, hashtag my Mango. Who else? Who else am I a fan of? Not huge on Ennard, not huge on really any of the Sister Location. Lolbit, that's a good answer for Sister Location, actually. That's real. Springtrap William. I mean, it's just, honestly, William Afton, even though, like, he's not a written character, is a really well-written character, if that makes any sense. It's kind of hard to explain that, but still, I get that. Henry Emily I like a lot. I think Henry Emily is a really fascinating character. Plush Trap, that's a pretty funny answer. I would say, yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely more into like a lot of the Foxy variants as opposed to anything else, I feel like. So I'd probably be Mangle. I like Nightmare Foxy is silly, but like annoying as shit. Um, Golden Freddy is good. Big fan of Golden Freddy. Um, Trying to think. Marionette. Marionette, well written character. Willie A. Willie A. Hey, my homeboy, little Willie A here. Great villain. Great villain. Incredible man. Glitch Trap was doing too much, though. No, 100% agree. That was definitely a little bit of an overcook, but I've heard Help Wanted 2 is pretty good, even if Glitch Trap was definitely a bit scuffed. Because the whole gimmick with Glitch Trap is it's essentially the mimic code trying to like represent or inhabit William Afton, right? That's like the whole gimmick with that. It's been a while since I looked into the Help Wanted lore. William and Michael actually have a good father-son relationship, so William isn't evil and they work through their grief together. In your thing, that's crazy work, but I kind of fuck with that. Like that's a good type of AU. I think if you have to make them, I think it should be a situation in which the relationship is extremely strained because it has to be realistic. Like, like he got hugged by the thing. Like, Michael is going to feel like a lot of guilt. Like, there's a level where William might do like a lot of victim blaming. But if like you make it so it's like reconcilable, I feel like that's really interesting. Um, I think that's a very interesting concept. Okay, so then this, and 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 then this. Can I? This is gonna be a really weird thing I'm about to do, but so it's like I know what I want to do with this, but I don't know how to. Time. William actually blames Edwin for the incident, causing a massive fight to the point that Edwin is no longer permitted to work on the animatronics. Okay, interesting. That makes sense. I think the whole storyline and collateral damage around the Afton family and the victims is really good writing on Scott's end, and the ending with UCN still leaves the question of should Cassie let go and move on with the other spirits, or does she deserve her vengeance against William? I kind of agree. Like, genuinely, like, I don't think anybody expected UCN to be that lore invested, but I think it's really interesting that it was. And I think the concept that there's just, like, one spirit that can't let go of what happened, like, it makes total sense for, like, what has occurred, to be honest. Like, it's a pretty reasonably fitting response. Um, and it just I don't know. I like it a lot. I really like the writing of UCN. I don't know about like there's some stuff in UCN that it's definitely like a little bit more questionable, but most of the time I'm on board with it. Like I just don't know really. I think there's like people who have analyzed like all the intermission sections and stuff like that and like the different clips. I don't fully understand it. Um, I'm not locked in on it, but I've heard good things. Or like I feel like I would need to. I feel like I would not that I've heard. Oh my god, English. It's not like I've heard. I haven't heard bad things. I haven't necessarily heard good things. I want to get a better understanding of that before I make a decision or have an opinion on it. That's what I'm trying to say. English. Holy fuck. My bad. Classic Volt cannot speak English. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. It's also really funny. I think over the span of like the last 2 years, I think my stutter from when I was a kid has actually come back, which is kind of fucked up. But you know, I don't know, man. There's only so much I can do about that. Okay. No putting him back together? Question mark. No, sadly, but don't worry, child murder still happens. I'll tell you why. Okay. No, unfortunately, but children are still being murdered in my fan game. This is an important. This is an important landmark. There's a word for this. This is an important aspect. This is a hallmark of the FNAF franchise where children die, which is not inaccurate, but Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Okay. Okay. It's okay, you can say Toy Chica. First, we need to talk about Foxy. Foxy's special animatronic. He's the only full body animatronic, as well as the only spring lock animatronic. Interesting. Pirates Cove is like its own cabaret room. Okay, that actually makes a lot more sense. I feel like the way like Pirates Cove is always presented in the games, like it doesn't not make sense, but having it be its like own separate room where it's like its own separate event, like makes a little bit more sense to me, as opposed to just being a side stage. Um, Especially with him being like a singer, etc. Oh, I mean, technically they are all are, but like Foxy's always kind of off doing his own shit, so it makes sense that he's like more off to. Oh my god, what the heck? Hello, Jeva. Hello, Jeva with the raid. Holy mackerel! Hello, y'all. How's it been going, Jeva? I saw you were streaming earlier. Oh my god. Holy mackerel! You were doing a Super Mario RPG. That's really awesome. Holy. Hi. Hi, Jeva. Holy moly. Yeah, so, hello, Jeva Raiders. My name is Voltaic Glint. I am, Javaku Dance. Yes, I don't think I have that saved on my thing, unfortunately. Or it might not be a 7TV emote, but still. Had a very silly time. Hope you're having a fun time. Love what I'm seeing already. Thank you, thank you. I'm interested in this art. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Smash Brother. But yeah, hi, my name is Voltaic Glint. I am an artist on Twitch. I have been streaming for 2 years, except for the year in which I wasn't streaming in the middle of that as a hiatus. But the big thing that I do is I draw Fakemon. I have been working on this long time art project called Carbos that I've named, where the gimmick is essentially it's my own Pokemon region with a bunch of my own Mons based off of creatures of the ancient past, animals in the fossil record. Um, so I've drawn a ton of different things so far, uh, mostly surrounding fossil Pokemon. Let me see if I can find a good example. So let's see. Drawn my own form of Anorith, which I'm very proud of, and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, typically, sorry, I'm so I'm not used to being rated. Sorry, this is like I think this is like the first time I've been significantly rated in like maybe a year. So I'm just I'm a little flustered right now. But today we're currently working on a Porygon surf form. So in the plan for like my overarching region, I wanted to make sure that there was a system of ride Pokemon. And typically with ride Pokemon, is in the Alola region. It's all I was always oh my god, it's always like this weird gimmick where like you have to call them in, kind of where like you call in the Corviknights and Galar to move around with Fly, or you have an actual Pokemon with an HM that does that, but it takes like a movement slot, and it's kind of annoying. I was happy to see you live and able to raid. I appreciate that, Jeva. Galar, yeah, exactly. But yeah. So instead of that, I wanted to try and condense it down into a single Pokemon. So the gimmick is, in actual Pokemon, you see Rotom, where Rotom will have a bunch of different forms. In the whether it's like Rotom Heat, where he's like a microwave, or it's like Rotom Frost, where they're a refrigerator, whatever. They're like a bunch of different appliances. And I thought, well, that's really cool that Rotom does that. I also know that Rotom can act as like a phone, where like you have Rotom Phone or Rotom Pokedex, and it does all of these different things. And way back in the day, in the anime, there was a Porygon phone, and that has never been used again since in the franchise. And I personally, just big Porygon fan. I think he's a really silly mon. I think he's a little guy. And I feel like he kind of got nixed by the introduction of Rotom in Gen 5. So the gimmick for this is that all of your ride Pokemon are condensed into one partner Porygon. So this is the surf form, where it's a jet ski. So it looks a little goofy right now, but this is Porygon Jet Ski that acts as surf, which I think is really cool. I've also drawn a couple of other different Porygons. I've drawn just the standard one, where I've changed up the colors a little bit for lore reasons, and also changed up the design a little bit for reasons I was explaining to my stream earlier, where in 3D space it doesn't make a lot of sense, where this corner is like off obviously to the right as opposed to like centered, but then it goes back to a point that's centered at the tail. That doesn't make that much sense. This looks fine, but then when you look at the actual other leg, this is obviously at like a pretty significant angle from the rest of it, so it's not like symmetrical. And then at the head, you can see the eye kind of comes up over this side, but you don't actually see it happen on the same side. So I had to make like a bunch of really minor alterations to make it look better in 3D and make sense in 3D, which is why we have this guy. I imagine this and all Porygon have its voice from Snap. I'm not familiar with the Pokemon Snap Porygon voice actually, Smash. I might have to look into that. But yeah, that's so fun. I love that idea. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, I've just been drawing a bunch of different forms for it. So today, well, last time I actually was working on this was like a year ago. It's been a very long time since I've been working on this. I've been mostly working on new Pokemon for the decks. But I've done one that's like a dive form. So this would be the one that lets you go underwater. It's kind of like one of the manta rays or manta bikes from whatchamacallit, Wildcrats. And that's what this is kind of based off of. Love your copium plush, Evil. Thank you. I actually own this stuffed animal, and I believe I actually took this image of the stuffed animal and then just removed the background, but I added the copium mask because I thought it was really funny. So this is just my little PNG guy. I'm waiting to eventually spend money on like an actual VTuber model probably sometime in the next month. Thoughts? Um, and potentially debut. But as of right now, I've just been using the JPEG. I love my little guy. Oh, baby, I'm here for this vehicle stuff. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Thank you for the follow, Amelie. I appreciate that. I've seen you around in Jeva's chat. You're pretty cool. But yeah, this is what I've been up to. Uh, okay, sorry, Sharon, I need to catch up with you. Uh, Before you guys raided, we were talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, as Sharon is currently playing a Five Nights at Freddy's roguelike and has been working on a remake of certain games, which I think is interesting. So, Michael's main job is performing as Foxy in his costume mode. He also voices Foxy in the show tapes. Oh, interesting. So, Foxy is actually a Michael thing in your fan game. Interesting. PNG gang? Yeah, exactly. Whoa, I was doxed. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to dox you. I didn't mean to. I appreciate the follow though. uh, but yeah. Anyway, so that was a lot of me yapping, but that's like typically what these streams are. Most of the time, it's just whenever I'm not collabing with other people, it's mostly just me talking to chat while I do drawing in the background. So yeah, I need to go do post stream care, but it's great to see you. Good seeing you too, Jeva. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate you, all you raiders, for coming in. Um, And also, I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much. Excited to see more. Thank you. I'm excited to see more of me on the internet too. I'm very excited to do more silly stuff. All right, bye Jeva. Thank you for raid. All right. Makes sense. Foxy is Michael's favorite in the game. So that's actually a good point, right? Because he's wearing the Foxy mask during the Bite of 81. Or Bite of when Evan gets his head chopped off. Right? That's what I mean. But yeah. Wow. Yeah, post-stream care is real, though. There was a point in... It's actually really funny. I don't know how much you guys know about this background, but when I was initially starting to draw, there would be a point in which I would stream for 2.5 hours. I'd get a drawing done. I'd go off stream, and then I'd spend an hour and a half downloading the VOD, uploading it to YouTube, adding a description, posting it on YouTube, uh, making the Tumblr post for the new mon, writing a description for the new mon, describing the information about a new mon, uh, posting it on Instagram, and it was just like it pretty much like doubled the length of stream time, even though I wasn't actually on stream, which is very interesting. Eat your pizza, drink your water. True, true. Take care of yourself. It's good for you. All right. Now, the missing children's incident is actually called by Steve Raglan. Oh, wait, that's the guy from that's the Stephen Raglan is the name, it's the false name for William Afton at the job, like, distribution thing in the movie. Um, who's the owner of a rival restaurant, haven't decided candies or mediocre melodies, wants to do this to create an incident, Freddy's to make his restaurant more appealing, Snooks and on a day Michael has off, use the Foxy suit to do the missing children's incident, lead Henry to believe Michael caused the MCI and Steve could get off scot-free. Hey, scot-free. Anyways, but yeah. Hello, hello, hello. I need to, like, one sec. Whoa. Much yapping. Alright, so which layer am I working on? Okay, right, I was just transitioning. Yeah, exactly, scot-free. That's what I'm saying. I thought that was a little silly. I think that's a little silly. Is it just this me, or does this look weird? No, it's the same color. I guess the shading really just does that much. That's wild. Okay. I need to increase the size of this. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh, I goofed it. I goofed it. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right. Yeah. Alrighty. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Well, eyeball's a little messed up. There we go. Then we can clean this up. And then... Oh, hold up. Because I want to kind of get underneath this a little bit just so that it doesn't look as one-dimensional. Because, like, yes, this is technically, like, pretty accurate when it comes to how the shading would look, but sometimes it's better to actually mess with it a little bit just so it looks a little bit better. Because if I do this... Okay, that's not a great line, but it makes my point. Can, like, do this, and then I can... Can this work, please? There we go. Just because even though it's like underneath the lip, uh, it just adds a sense of like 3D scale, uh, that it turns out a little bit better in the actual drawing. So I like doing that. It doesn't make that much physical sense, but it makes the art look a little bit better, which is the goal in the end of the day. It doesn't have to be 100% one for one perfect in like 3D scale. I do my best to make it make sense, but there's only so much you can do. Only so much. Actually might lower this angle even more. Like that. I think that looks a little bit better. And then this is curved up here. That's crazy I was able to spot that. You can't tell that I've been doing this for a while now, huh? Okie dokie. Henry blames Michael, so he sets up a birthday party to act as sting operation. Day comes, Michael comes out of private code to do the main show, but after a minute, ambushed by cops and Henry, causing him to panic, causing him to sweat a lot, spring lock failure that kills Michael in the Foxy suit. Holy shit. Okay. In Geometry Dash, there's a type of level called memory levels, where you just have to memorize how to play it instead of relying on actual spikes and stuff. Memory is a community month decided to memory levels. That's cooked. Oh, right, because you said now that you finished Prismatic, you got to figure out what you want to do for memory. Got it. But yeah, Girldium. God, how do I know all these people? I know who Girldium is. What the Okay, anyways, but yeah, dope. I know that Admiral was getting back into GD levels like a week ago, and he was posting some images of like the stuff he was making on his Discord server, and I was like having an aneurysm. He was like, "Yeah, this is like 7 frame perfect inputs with like Rocket," and I'm like, "What are you doing, man? Like this, it's it's just a tunnel, and it's just to be annoying, and it's like not a straight line either. It's like it's a slight tilt just to make it more annoying." And I'm like, "Dude, this is just." He literally said, "Oh, I'm back to making GD levels for the first time in years," and decide to immediately choose evil. Like, that's wild to me. But yeah, this would create the snare, aka this AU's version of Springtrap. That being Michael, I would presume. And then Michael ends up being the BBEG, as opposed to William, in contrast to Henry Emily's good guy-ness, question mark, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. I'm gonna do this corner and then... Oh my god. What the heck? What the heck? There we go. There, and then this, and then I can do this. Okay. This. And then clear this out. Okay. So then here. Oh, that's not great. There we go. Okay, a lot of emotes I have just get from random gift subs. Honestly, real. Same, but I don't typically use the ones for people I don't watch that often. So, like, whenever I pop into streams, I'm commonly using, like, Freddy and Laz gifts as opposed to anything else. Because those are my buddies. Those are my buddies that I watch. In fact, I think Freddy's live right now, but I might raid into him after this. That would make sense. Raid into Pookie. Okay, this. That looks pretty good. And then I need to do this, so then I can shade the bottom of this. I am Steve. I've never accidentally done a right corner like that. I'd never mean to do that. That was not intentional. Um, or right angle. Right corner. I guess that right corner isn't that bad of a misspeech. Misspeak, I guess? Oh, I'm in ad break. My bad. Hold up. I forgot. I forgot about ad break. I pushed it out twice after raid so that the raiders wouldn't get super boomed, but yeah. 16 more seconds and then I can go back to this. My bad. My bad. Ad break ended, community back. Sorry about that. I'm a little goofy and I forgot things. Okay, Big Bad Evil Guy would probably be Steve, as in Steve Raglan. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. But then, so, like, I don't know, Springtrap is, like, not that bad of a guy, essentially, in this AU, then, because, like, he got set up. It's not like this was intentional or anything. That's kind of interesting. Interesting premise. What if Springtrap wasn't all that bad of a guy, actually? I don't know. Thoughts? Let's run a poll, guys. How bad was Springtrap actually? Um, there we go. Okay, clear this out. Nice. We moving, we schmoving. Getting stuff done. Getting stuff done around here. Okay, and then I really need to clean this up. This looks kind of gross, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. I think people would thirst after him less if he wasn't evil. Yeah, that's probably fair. I don't know. Like, it's very much like Tumblr sexy man culture is just so weird. But like, there's only so much you can do to kind of like predict the market, you know? I mean, I guess people have been able to guess pretty consistently as to who will be the internet's next Tumblr sexy man. Find out now. But yeah, I don't know. It's just goofy. It's goofy. There we go. Clear that out. And then this. And then here. And then this. And then this. And then this. And then this. There we go. Okay, that's about done. I think I want to do this. What about that? What about that one? What about that one? What about that? That's not bad. I do want to dampen the front of it though, because it's a little. There we go. It's a bit better. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is such a big section. There we go. And I can kind of clear out this here. Nice. Oh, hold up. And then I want to do this, just because this corner's a little bit messy. Can I make this work, please? There we go. Okay, that worked a lot better than it should have. I'm going to be honest. There we go. The game would actually take place a week before the Spring Lock incident, and you'd play as William. Oh, interesting. I mean, I guess that's actually that makes a lot of sense. For kind of trying to pace it out, like it ends up, it's kind of like FNAF 2, where like the assumption is that Jeremy Fitzgerald ends up getting his head chopped off on night 7 or night 5, and that the day after night 5, and that's why you're playing as Fritz during the custom night, right? Like it's a similar deal essentially, except in this case you're playing as William, and then it's not you getting spring locked by the end of it, but it's your son, which is not great, but like you do the best you can. It's not fantastic, but it's okay. It happens. Okay, this, that's okay. That's pretty good. Now I just need to do the shading for the blue, and we are almost done. Isn't that messed up? The reason you would play as William is because Michael has told his dad that the animatronics were acting weird at night, as Michael is normally the night guard. The night guard? He wanted to see for himself, so Michael would then instead be phone guy, letting you know on what's going on. Okay. Dope. Foxy wouldn't move at all because he's not possessed. Yeah, because he would be he would be the spring lock suit, and then he would end up getting possessed. So yep, I understand. This tracks. This makes logical sense. Okay. Yeah, main Fazbear band would be Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Sparky, and Chipper, right? Am I dumb? Why did that get censored? Isn't that just CH? Mr. Chipper. MRCH. I have no clue why that got censored. I'm very confused. Sorry. Um, had a dot in the name. Ah, there you go. Got it. Yeah, no, it assumes it's a link and then it boots it. This has happened a couple of times. You just have to admit it. Sorry. Sorry. Sorgy. Yeah, I typically don't permit links in chat just because it makes my life a lot harder, to be honest. But yeah. Okay. I feel like this is like almost too bright of a blue. I almost want to change it. Even though that technically makes things inconsistent, I kind of want to do like this. Actually, I might just do that, and then I end up having a slightly different blue. Because even though like they're two different ones, I feel like the front of it is supposed to be a little bit brighter, and then the back of it isn't, and I feel like that ends up tracking a lot better. It looks a lot better. I F with this. I F with it. I don't actually know whether there's that much more shading I need to be doing. Oh, I need to shade the eyes. See, I knew there was something else. There's always a little bit more that I have to do. There's always a bit more. Realizing technically the way I've done this is that this is a reverse shadow, where instead of having the white on top, it's everything beneath it ends up being the shadow. So I need to do it like that, so then the rest of it actually shows up that it isn't in the shadow. Which looks a little goofy, but it actually is correct. Okay, so then this is complete then. My hover chair. Hashtag my hover chair. Okay, there's also a gift shop, which is ran by Roxy, aka Fix Mangle. Fredbear and Bonbon are also there, but they ask more props. Got it. It's come to my attention that I've never made a memory level before. Oh, interesting. I mean, best of luck then. It sounds like it's going to be a fun new challenge for you. Uh, Bumper car. A little. Don't say that. It is. Chat. Chat. They might be right. Chat. They might have. I might have drawn bumper car. Bumper. There's no way, man. There's no way. There's. Gosh. Oh, that is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Bumper car. God damn it. Hey, I mean, at least it's not a butt plug this time. We take the wins when we can. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Okay, I also had an idea for there being an ice cream parlor with Candy Cadet, like the part. Oh wait, that actually kind of goes hard. It could be another show in there with BB, Ballboy, JJ, DD with the Barbershop Quartet, based on actual based on an actual Chuck E. Cheese show. That kind of goes hard. I mess with that. That's really cool. That's really freaking cool, actually. We have Bumpaka. This is no longer Porygon base form. This is now Porygon Surf. Yippee! Hold on, I just need to look at Stromatalis again. God, it's so pretty. I love this mon so much. God damn it. Okay, anyways, every once in a while, like, I have a drawing that, like, I'm genuinely fascinated by how good of a job I did, to be honest. This is Little Joe Erasure. And, anyway, what I was gonna say is that, Stromatalis is one of those mons that I'm genuinely, like, hyper proud of, beyond most other mons that I've actually drawn. Like, this shiny is ridiculous. Like, this is insane. This shiny goes nuts. Um, but then there's, like, that one. Bavalvulon's a fun one. I think this. Oh, hold on. I think the Bavalvulon Clamical Shellic line is always really funny. I'm a big fan of those guys. Um, Low-key impressed by like this drawing of Anorith. Wait, you're right. Replace Ballboy with Little Joe. Hey, this is why we yap about things. We gotta come together as a hive mind and come up with new and great ideas. That's hilarious, though. That's awesome. Uh, uh, but yeah. Honestly, I might give it another 5 minutes and then call it quits on this stream if that's all right with the rest of y'all. Just because I am done with the drawing for today, which means I've technically done my job, but also I have a couple of things I need to get done today, so hopefully we can do that. But yeah, Aurora Smug. It's a really great emote. What stuff did I add in I added a bunch of stuff in 7TV. You guys have access to 7TV emotes work on my channel now. Not all of them, but like a lot of them do. So like you got Fih. It should show up on screen if I'm not mistaken. Come on, stream. Yeah, there you go, Sacabambastus. Anyways, also Bonnie will be Spanish. She's bilingual. That goes hard. Hell yeah. No 24-hour stream. I unfortunately I have an event at 7 o'clock that I have to go to. Well, I mean that's in 2.5 hours. But but yeah, I do have responsibilities tonight, unfortunately. So I can't run forever as much as I would like to. Um, and as much as I'm typically capable of doing, because like I don't know, there's like a couple of streams in my backlog where I've gone for like 8.5 hours, and it hasn't felt that long before. Like sometimes I do have the ability to go long when it comes to stream. It's just that I typically either don't have the time or I don't have the planned material to get that stuff done. If that makes any sense. I don't got plans. I like today I walked in and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a drawing stream, and then I actually looked at all the things I have options for drawing, and then I realized that like I have nothing. There's nothing that there's nothing pre-planned. I've gone through most of my pre-planned stuff already, so I actually need to go spend some time and really flesh out new ideas in my head so then I can start putting pen to paper. But yeah, Vishmael also unreasonably good drawing, 0 tracing. Very proud of this. Have no idea how it turned out as good as it did, but you know, we take those. Oh man. But yeah. But yeah. Unfortunate? Yeah. I don't know. I'm a busy person, shockingly. Well, actually, being a busy person is like the main reason why I haven't been streaming as consistently as I'd like. Because this may shock you guys. Like, ever since January, I mean, I've already said this to stream like twice, but ever since January, it's like I've been trying to stream consistently. This has not been like a lack of me trying. It's just I have had either shit going on or just like things out of my control have been occurring. So like the last 11 days, I was spending like I would have loved to stream all that time. I genuinely wanted to. I wanted to every single day. But instead I was spending 11 hours catching up on homework every day for like since Monday at least. So it was one hell of a lock-in. Wait, I had a stream idea? What's up? Shoot, Shern. Go for it. I want to hear your thoughts. Okay. You could play Frick Bears 3 and let us decide your animation. What, like for right now or just like a future one? I'd be game to do that in a future stream. I feel like, once again, this is something where it like may be a week or two, but I would be game to try it. Is it on, I'm guessing it's not on Steam and it's something I have to download off of like itch.io or something, right? You have perms to, by the way, if you guys look at my Discord channel, which, does this work? Does this work? Or is it just, I forget. It's on Game Jolt? Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was on about. Does this show up for everyone or is it just me? It does. Okay, awesome. If you guys check out my Discord, I did a little bit of reorganizing, mostly by making the server ideas and stream feedback a forum posts, as opposed to 2 different channels. And then I also added a media section. So if you have something that you want to post, you can right now. I should add chat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all are reminding me that like there are things I could be doing. Things I could be doing to improve the experience. Okay, there we go. Alright. Anywho. Freddy raiding with a party of 8. God damn it, I was about to raid you. Piece of shit. It's fine. Okay, whatever. Hi, Toki. I will allow the word motherfucker. Ari. Hi. Hello, y'all. Oh, hi, Mayo. Didn't expect that. How's it going, Mayo? Hey, Freddy. Damn it, I was gonna raid you. Yeah, I get raided, nerd. It's okay. I do have to stream longer now. Okay. Fuck. Oh, I need to come up with something to do for like the next hour now. Shit. Oh, those are the rules. I know. We are just talking about it. Yeah, exactly. I was like literally saying I'm gonna go for like another like 3 or 4 minutes, and then I was gonna raid Freddy. It's okay. Sing Albuquerque. I don't know it. I'm sorry. Ads in 5 minutes, but since this is a chatting stream and I don't have anybody here, I can just go into BRB for the 5, so or for the 1.5 minutes in a bit, so it's no biggie. Anyways, have you considered Bloons Tower Defense? I do have it, but I'm not feeling up to it right now. You can play Frick Bears. A run takes less than an hour. Could you? Okay, Shern, I just created media channel and Discord chat in my Discord. just post the link to the Game Jolt there. I'll download it if I have the space. I don't care. Anyways, hello, Freddy. I know you guys were playing Barrel Blast with Donkey Kong earlier. You already did? Am I just like blind or something? It's possible. I am blind. Wow, incredible stuff. What's that blue creature behind me? This is Vishmail. This is a Pokemon I drew a while ago. So hi, Ari and other people from Freddy Laz World. You guys don't see me when I'm streaming by myself that much because I was mostly streaming by myself a lot earlier on into the Stardew collab, and then I fell off because I was sick for a very long time. This is what I typically do on stream. This is what I do. I hang out for like 3-ish hours, sometimes as long as 8 because I actually do have stamina. And I just kind of yap with y'all while I end up drawing on stream. So what I've been working on for the last like 2 years is a Fakemon region for Pokemon based around the distant past. So this guy right here is an armored fish that he's based off of. Ooh, burn, he got stamina anyways. Hold up. And then I don't know. I've just been drawing like a bunch of animals from the ancient past. Essentially, that's been my whole gimmick. I've been coming up with a bunch of new Pokemon mechanics. I'm trying to like find something that you guys would probably recognize. Pretty much fossil Pokemon region. I do fossil Pokemon region. Hello, welcome to like Dracovish. If it wasn't actually Draco and or Vish, it's actually Dunkleosteus finally. So I drew this guy. Oh my god, I need to catch up on your guys' messages. Hold on. Blue creature watching your stream thumbnail, salivating to rate. Okay. That's fun. Have you ever seen the Uranium unique Pokemon? I have, and that's okay. Actually, when I started working on this, I did look at Pokemon Uranium partially for a little bit of inspiration, but also to understand like legally what I was allowed to do. Because you know that it's pretty infamous what Nintendo ended up doing to Pokemon Uranium. And I just wanted to get a better sense of like, okay, what am I actually safe doing on stream versus not, and like publishing online and fan game wise, if I end up actually flipping this into a full-blown ROM hack or something like that. Anyways, we didn't end up doing Barrel Blast since Bongo controller wouldn't work. That sucks. That's really unfortunate. We love the Bongo controller. It really sucks that it was busted. What did Nintendo do to them? I can't remember whether they sued or they sent them a cease and desist, but they essentially, like, instantly blew up their ability to share it around online, and like it's quietly come back on the internet in ways that like you can legally download it and stuff like that, but there's like there aren't as many official pathways surrounding the actual creators to support them surrounding the project anymore because of the stuff Nintendo did legally. Yeah, dick move from Game Freak, cease and desist. Wasn't exactly busted. Yeah. Oh, driver issues for the thing. Have you ever played Persona 3? You know, actually, that's not a bad idea. I have played 2 hours of Persona 3 Reloaded, and that is it. I have gotten through the tutorial, and I have not done anything further. So I could do that right now. That's totally down. I play Uranium now and again when I'm down for it. I know, you were talking about that when, you were talking about that in chat like 2 weeks ago when Vita was playing Pocopia waiting for the maintenance break for Pokemon Champions to end. And don't be that scared about this. I just remember everything in general. This isn't that crazy. Legal, who gives a shit? It's a ROM hack sale this season. I mean, fair, but like, I don't know. I don't want to get sued. Legal reasons, this is a joke. Don't break the... Okay. See, this is what I mean. Like, okay, add in 40 seconds, but I'll swap over. You're cool for remembering that much. One thing you will learn very quickly about me, Ari, is that I remember more than I should, and it's terrifying to me sometimes. Genuinely. Like, this is not me, like, doing something out of malice or something. It is always, oh, my brain just retained that for some fucking reason. Like, with the, when we were doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire yesterday, with the stupid Demi Moore Ghosts Patrick Swayze question, how did I remember that? I don't know. I just remembered that, and that's how it is. Ad starts in 10 seconds. I will see you guys in about a minute and a half. And then I will keep responding to your guys' chats. Ad break. Shilling for glazing frick bears? Don't worry about it, bro. Like, I'm game to fuck around. That's like the whole point of streaming. That's the whole point. We're here to fuck around and find out. Is this like ad gonna start? I swear to God, every single time this happens, it's like, okay, ad starts in like 3 seconds. and then it doesn't start, and then it's like a minute, and then it randomly starts as soon as I'm gonna switch. Watch this. I'm gonna transition back, and then it's gonna say that the ad's gonna start, and I'm gonna get really, really mad. Come on. Every account I have is subscribed to my channel because of gift subs. I can't check it. Oh, Smooth Rain, yeah, it's really great. I You like my emote? Okay, it's still. When are the ads gonna start? I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Please, Twitch. Please, I beg of you. Please, Twitch. God damn it. It's whatever. There we go. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Anyways, my sister uses Smooth Brain a lot. It's so great. Ari, I know you can still hear me because you have the sub, but technically that emote I made myself. As much as I also use Procreate for drawing, I also use it to shitpost. So like the Acrid Copium PNG, made that in Procreate myself. Fuck, he's on to me. But uh that Smooth Brain emote, I took the actual like image of a brain, like the regular emoji, and then I actually cleaned it up myself in Procreate. So I don't know, there's silliness afoot, not anything super crazy. But I will see you guys in 40 seconds. I'm gonna finish eating my pasta right now. My pasta. Rotini. It's kind of like the it's like the spiral cylinder ones. I don't remember. I don't really know how to describe it. But yeah, it's more along the lines of penne. Anyways, y'all are back. Hi, welcome back from ads. Anyways, um, so what the did I just miss? Remembering the most random shit is just neurodivergence. I mean, yeah, like what? I test like 120 on Radzar or some shit. Like it's not the craziest thing in the world. Oh yeah, remember what got me in trouble with Admiral? Fuck, I remember this. Like, I remember the context of the argument. I don't remember exactly what you said because I remember Admiral saying it, and then you were like, "Wait a second, why did I get punished for this?" Meanwhile, Admiral is allowed to say this in chat or something surrounding Laz and last stream, but I don't remember the exact specifics. I think it was like soon after I rejoined. Memory be weird like that? Yeah, fair Toki. I mean, my shit's goofy. My shit's goofy. I just checked and the game is only 200 megabytes. That's like smaller than Terraria, actually. That's kind of nutty. I should definitely have the storage then. Let me open this real quick. How do I download this? Where's the download button? Yeah, 207 megabytes is crazy work. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, oh my god, these ads are amazing, right? Monkey in my ads, Freddy freaking out because of that. Me, but with Photopea? What's Photopea, Dragon? Is that just a different art site, or is it just like another program that allows you to like do digital art? Shawarma or burrito? Oh, that's a really hard question. Dog, you're splitting me down the middle on culture right now. You can't be doing that shit to me right now. I think a good burrito has a higher ceiling than a good shawarma. But I think the average shawarma is better than the average burrito in most of the United States. It depends though. Cuz like where I live, usually burritos are going to be significantly better. But it's give or take. Ari, those are good. I'm a bigger fan of Farfaria, the bow tie. I love bow tie too. I don't even know why I got the Rotini. I think I was just able to get it like super cheap online. Butter, I don't have that redeemed. Sorry. Clipping, something like that. 120 is up from last time I remember. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what you mean by this, Dragon. I'm going to be completely honest. Photoshop on the browser. Okay, interesting. You can also download Character Pack and play as Luigi. I think I might be good, but I appreciate that. Photopea is just free Photoshop. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Burrito, yeah, exactly. Like right now, like because typically I live in like PST time zone. Currently, I'm in EST time zone, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely missing out on the Mexican food and like more cultural food back home, because around here it's like it's solid. There's not like there's still good stuff, and there still is like quality heritage food around here. But dude, the burritos, it's just a different level. I don't know what to tell you. Free technically with ads, but like I have an ad blocker. Real. Me when I open up Purdue Owl to do an MLA citation and I have to watch 30 seconds of free ads. Um, Not in San Antonio. Fair. Eurobro, I'll take your word for it since I haven't had a proper burrito. We are fixing that at Off Kai, Freddy. Don't even worry about it, Bestie Pop. Fuck MLA citations. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, 120 on Radzar. Join the club, baby. Up from last time you remember for me? Yeah, probably. Because I think I retook it. It's actually really funny. Because when I got to college, I think I was testing around a 60. And then post Canrax, and then post my current friend group, it's like like I've just like slowly watched a number go up, and it's been really funny because like I think I tested like 62, and then I tested like 77, and then I tested like 82, then I tested 101, then I tested 112, and now I'm testing like 121 or some shit. It's so funny. It's actually so funny. APA way better than MLA. That's fair. I mean, I just don't have that much experience with APA. I'm starting to get more familiar with it as I do more scientific stuff, but historically, like the only time I've been asked to cite things like that formally are for MLA citations during like English papers back in high school and in college, obviously. So I'm still getting more familiar with APA. I'll have to ask my sister how burritos are in Cali since I've never had one before. You should, dude. They're solid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm biased. I'm West Coast biased, but they're good. Same with that annotated bibliography bullshit. Yeah, exactly. But that's why you go to Purdue Allo and have it just like format it for you, so then you don't have to worry about it. Is cultural food generally authentic in the U.S. or is it whitewashed? That is a great question, Freddie, and it depends on where you are. So for example, what's a good example of this? It depends on how recently migration has happened or immigration has happened in your area. Because like if you're in like I can imagine, let me try and pull a good example. Philadelphia has had immigration from like all places in the globe. So there are going to be some places that are more authentic where like you have an immigrant who founds a restaurant and they have like their grandmother's recipes that they're using there, and that shit's going to be gas. But over time, it kind of fades out as like just naturally people kind of drift away from it if they don't preserve the recipes perfectly, or like companies come in and try and like make things cost more money, etc. In the case of the West Coast, a lot of that immigration was like within the last 100 years. So there's a lot more variation depending on where you are on the coast. So like in LA, you can get a lot of really, really authentic Korean food. Because it's like maybe like 2 generations removed from the people who actually moved here. And then of course Mexican food is great up against the Mexican border because everyone's like just moved up north. It's like not that crazy. Probably same deal for some areas of Texas, but the only time I've been to Texas, I don't think I actually got Mexican food while I was there. But yeah, it just depends on where you are. If you're in a bigger metropolis that has had more recent waves of immigration, which is mostly the West Coast in the United States, and then like some areas of Florida, and I guess Atlanta, Georgia has a little bit of it. You get more authentic food. It's really just about how recent the immigration happened, and then like how white the area is. Otherwise, it's not typically whitewashed unless it's like obviously like it's been taken over by a group of people that aren't of the same origin or have kind of lost touch. Anyways, that was a really long-winded explanation of that, but still. Yeah, exactly. It depends on where you get it from. Had lots of great of Mexican food where I'm at. Yeah, like Dragon said, exactly. I'm guessing New Mexico is authentic AF, but Minnesota is white. Well, yeah, exactly. Actually, it's really funny because depending on where you are in the United States, there's like a lot of extremely random immigration patterns. Like, I remember, isn't it like in Louisiana, there's like a bunch of Vietnamese people because the climate is really similar to back in Vietnam. Like, would you expect a bunch of Vietnamese people in Louisiana? No. but it's the case. So sometimes you just get random diasporas of people to random places. I think there's like a specific group, I forget. There's like a specific group that's like moved to Minnesota, and there's like a lot of them, but I forget exactly what it is. It's like Somalians, I think. I think there's a bunch of Somalians in Minnesota, which is like so random and doesn't make any sense, but like it means that you're going to get actually pretty good Somalian food in some areas of Minnesota. Like it literally just depends on how often and how recently your major city has been immigrated to. Most European immigration is second generation, third generation is rare. Yeah, that makes sense. Did I tell you about the most amazing trade I did at a con when I went to last week? Oh, sure. What con did you go to, Sharon? Actually, that might be doxing. I won't force you to answer that, but I'm interested to hear about the trade. Explanation very accurate. Okay, appreciate it, Ari. Also, cultural is a pretty loaded term. Like, technically, you could put Cajun food into cultural, but that's also American. That's fair. It really depends on how you interpret it for yourself. And authenticity is also a pretty weird thing to, I guess, quantify. Um, it's more of like you just kind of know it when you have it is sort of the deal. But yeah. So here most food is authentic. Yeah, that makes sense, Freddie. Can confirm Vietnamese Cajun fusion food is real and goes crazy. Like I need to, at some point I will get down there and I will try it. But yeah, no, that shit's wild from what I've heard. I traded an avatar pin to this guy, and you want to know what I got? Sure, let me know. Complete inbox Dr. Mario NES. What the hell? Dude, you scammed the shit out of this guy. What the That's crazy work. That's fire, actually. Cultural in this context is just different culture. Like European food would be cultural over there, but it's just food here. Okay, that's fair. I would say I would say then Cajun would probably be considered more of like a local cuisine as opposed to a cultural cuisine. And then cultural cuisine would be more like you've imported Vietnamese cuisine or Peruvian cuisine or Chinese food or et cetera, et cetera. Um, wow, wild trade for yeah, exactly, right? Like holy shit, dude. Dr. Mario, that's fire. Goddamn. Also kind of surprising one of the largest population of immigrants to Louisiana is Hondurans. I mean, it's not that crazy. Just because a lot of them are trying to escape the country through Mexico, and then Louisiana is one of the first countries you kind of hit after Texas. So it's not like the most shocking thing in the world to me, but I get how that can sound really weird if you don't know the existing geopolitical context. Once again, me just knowing random shit. Did it download? I now have frickbears3 v114.zip. Thank you so much. God damn it. Okay. Okay, where is this? Downloads? Do I just open the zip file? Extract all. Extract to frickbears3. Thank you. Wow. I love extracting frickbears3. Frickbears3.exe. There's really some interesting shit going on right now on the Voltaic Glint 278 stream at present. Okay. So gameplay. Oh, did y'all see that? Y'all see something? Oh, oh. I need to resize the PNGs tab every single time I use it because when I add more people, it just lengthens it along the bottom, and I need to make sure I'm not too big on frame. But that's really funny. Okay. Also traded a carton of farm fresh eggs for Smash Bros. What? How are you doing this? What the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck? Sherd, what is your life, bro? What the fuck? That's actually crazy work. God damn. Okay, I found only one Canadian food place in Japan. It only sold poutine. It's a purely poutine location. I don't think you get it. Also, my music ended. That's how long we've been streaming. We've been going for 3 hours now. Crazy. Um, sold poutine. I feel like it counts to who's eating the food too. Like to me, people can come to San Antonio and ask me to go to where to go to for the best cultural tacos. Exactly, Freddie. Exactly, Ari. And that's why I got you, Freddy. I know where the local places are gonna be near Offkai. We gonna lock in, or at least I will be able to tell what they are. Like we going to be set. It's gonna be fire. I got the connections. Okay. Better than Canadian bacon. Is it? Hold on. I feel like I have a mixed understanding of what Canadian bacon is because every single time I had it, I feel like it's just like is it like the maple bacon or is it different? Because I feel like it's always like way drier than regular bacon. I don't really know how to describe it, but I don't know if this is also just like a me thing, and I'm just like I've just had really shitty Canadian bacon or something. But as a Eurobro with your hostile border with Mexico is so wild to me, Schengen would blow your tiny American mind. You're no fair. Yeah, but it's like only Louisiana. Many other states have mostly Mexican immigrants in terms of Latin countries. That's true. Yeah. I'd recommend going into settings. You can adjust the volume of the jump scare sounds. Okay, thank you so much. I will be doing that in a moment. I'm just detaching my Elgato and my iPad right now, so then I can start setting things up. What kind of side quests is your life real? I found out recently though that the largest population of Japanese descent people outside of Japan is Brazil. Oh, that's kind of random. Interesting. I don't know what it is either. I don't think we call it Canadian bacon here. Maybe it's just bacon. I don't know. I'm actually going to search this up right now. I'm actually curious. Canadian bacon definition. Why is it a film? Lean, fully cooked smoked meat derived from the pork loin rather than the pork belly, used for traditional bacon. Round, medallion-shaped, mild flavor, firm ham-like texture. U.S. term, while in Canada it's known as back bacon. So apparently it would be back bacon for you. I don't know if you know what that is, but essentially it's bacon formed from a different part of the cow. And to be honest, it does just look like ham. Oh wait, I've had this before. This stuff is gas. Like you fry this up and it's pretty good. It's pork loin as opposed to pork belly. So it's from it's from like closer to the back of the cow as opposed to the belly, as opposed to the stomach. Um, from Wikipedia, Canadian bacon or Canadian style bacon is a term commonly used in the United States for a form of back bacon that is cured, smoked, and fully cooked, trimmed into cylindrical medallions and sliced thick. Go to the cons at your local colleges. That's where all the good shit is. I might have to at some point. Oh wait, pork loin. I'm stupid. Yeah, sorry. The back of a cow. We getting our pork from the back of a cow. My bad. I'm a little stupid. Don't question me. Sometimes I just misspeak. It's all right. It's just ham. Effectively, it's kind of ham. I bought a whole GameCube for only $60, dude. What the fuck? Like you're actually scamming these people. I'm being so for real, but I also respect the hustle, and I will never actually judge you for that. Yes, my cow, my favorite producer of pork. Yeah, exactly. What, you haven't had pork from a cow before? Y'all are missing out. That's all I'm saying. Shern underscore scamming would be a crazy emote. Alright. Is this, these bastards won't pick in the draft. I want to draft my Pokemon. Okay, so I'm gonna open Frick Bears, and then hopefully I don't shit my pants. Because, once again, I'm a little bit of a bitch when it comes to, jump scare video games. Both Kingdom Hearts, all of Jackson Dexter games, and Final Fantasy VII PS1 for only $70 total? Dog, how the hell? What the fuck? Dude, like, I go to, like, the local video game, like, like, pawn store near me, and I can get, like, a copy of, like, Super Mario 64 for, like, 60 to $80, and you're getting all that shit for 70. Are you fucking kidding me? Horn, 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 horn. Horn, 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 horn. Horn, 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 horn. What do you mean you bought the entire Pokemon franchise for $2? Well, I mean, that might actually be the budget for Scarlet and Violet's graphics department, but, like, still, like, $2 is not the game's IP. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, it's all that time spent as Freddy and Lazzie's third wheel. You can't see me do this, but I just like slow rotated my head towards the screen in response to that. Like I like you could like hear the concrete like noise like rotating. VIP him. That's a good point. I need to like VIP a bunch of y'all. Hold up. Shern, you're getting VIP'd. How do I VIP people? I'm forgetting. Slash VIP. I can't spell. Shern Gaming. Slash VIP Dragon. I need to. Sorry, Dragon. I don't remember how to spell your username. Okay. FRUUIT underscore. Is it 2 underscores or is it 1? It looks like 2 underscores. Concrete sliding SFX. That's what I'm saying. Okay, it's 2 underscores. I need to VIP bucket. Slash V. I think I know of VIP max, but I don't remember whether I VIP bucket. I'll VIP bucket when he comes up next, or when they come up next. Underscores mentioned true. Okay. Yeah, and that's about it. And then I'm gonna VIP Ari because he earns it. Ari Penumbra. And then you don't get it, Freddy, because I hate you. Wait, I was talking to my boss. What made him concrete slide? You saying that I was the third wheel for Freddy and Laz. Um, once again, this does not actually affect me. I am totally okay with the third wheel jokes, unless it actually. If you guys pivot to making it cucking jokes, I will beat the shit out of you. If it's just third wheel jokes, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be so for real. Like I know I'm an optimal third wheel. This is not a big deal. Get not VIP nerd. No, I did VIP him. I was memeing, but it's fine. Um, I don't know. I just don't want like my entire chat to be VIPs, if that makes any sense. But there are like a lot of people who have been here for the long run. Those being Dragon, Bucket, Shern, some people that nobody remembers. In the case of Benji, Mimi. Uh, See now this Automod caught you, Shern. I will allow it though because I think that's a good message. You are. Oh wait, wait, wait. Did I not? Oh, you have 2 fucking underscores. Shern, you bastard! I VIP'd the wrong person. Why are all of you guys using 2 underscores? Son of a bitch. I'll always respect the people when they ask me to tone it down, so let me know. Yeah, no, of course. I'm very free-handed about. I will always be for real when it's stuff like that. I'm not gonna try and ask you to have to like walk on hot coals around me. And if I ever do, call me out on it, genuinely. Anywho, now I have fucking 5 nights at Frick whatever the shit going on. So I need to change this to be Frick Bear's audio. And then I need to not Discord screen share. That's Twitch. What? Do I not have the right? Do I need to make another capture property? I might. Hold on. One sec. Window capture. Frick Bear, I guess. And here. There we go. If I shit my pants during this is your guys' fault. I hope you know that. So let me double check that I got all this right. So alerts should work. Game capture. I'm doing that. What is there a difference between game capture and window capture and OBS? Hold on, let me double check. There should be because there's audio application capture. Okay, there actually is a game capture section. I'm stupid. Hold up, one sec. Do I have this saved? 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. I promise I'm not this stupid usually. I'm just like 10% stupid. Okay, I actually do have a capture specific window. I'm just fucking stupid. And I'm not using it. So I'm gonna use it. And then I'm gonna get rid of Frick Bear, I guess. No more Frick Bear, I guess. Why is this not loading? Hello? What? Frickbears.exe. Wait, why isn't this working? Hello? I have no idea what's going on. I heard you were talking shit. I'm always talking shit, Freddy. Anyways, don't need to worry about playing Frickbears 1 and 2. They're not that important. Professional streamer? You amateur streamer, by the way? Correct. Yes, this is accurate. You guys can start calling me a professional streamer when I actually get a VTuber model, and then you can shit on me for that. Before that, the scuff is expected, okay? It's also, like, significantly worse if you have any understanding of what my setup is like. I'm literally on a laptop right now. Like, I'm on a fucking giga stupid powerful laptop, but I'm on a laptop right now. Okay, why the fuck is this not capturing? No, not capture any full screen application. Why? I have Windows setting to capture this. Why is this not working? Window title must match? What? Okay, high key, video game capture is not working on OBS right now. I'm just going to actually create the fucking window capture again. I don't know why this is working. Toki! Thank you for the bits. If you make money, doesn't that make you a professional? You son of a bitch. I mean, it's only $1, but still. What the fuck is going on? Okay, sorry, hold on. I'm like lagging out my OBS right now. Thank you for the 100 bits, Toki. I really need to actually start making TTS sound effects. I feel like you guys can definitely bully me with that at some point. Do you capture full screen application? I'm not capturing full screen because I need to still have chat open. That's why I always open everything in windowed. I'm always playing Stardew Valley in windowed. Don't question me. All that's revealed in the first 2 games is that Wario betrayed Goku and spring-locked him in the Fredbear suit, making him the CEO. I'm scared that you might not be joking, Sharon. I'm gonna be so for real. BRB? Okay, all good. You have to give him the price of pants and bits if she shits them. Is this like, is this actually you committing to the I don't give a shit if you use different pronouns for me for the bit joke, or is this like what? Oh, the scuff only doubles when you get a VTuber bottle? Oh, I'm aware, Dragon, but that doesn't mean you aren't allowed to, like, bully me. If you shit yourself. Yeah, no, I got that. Please don't send me, like, $50. Please, genuinely do not do that for me. I'm doing alright. I appreciate the bits cheer, though. Okay, frick bears, I guess. Let's actually, it's been like 15 fucking minutes. We've just been yapping. That's like the fun of this. Like $50 pants. Well, I mean, I'd probably get jeans. Okay, actually, that's a good point. I should not be asking Toki for $50. Do not spend $50 on me. I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it, okay? Don't do that. Game audio is set to frick bears. Window capture is set to frick bears. We're back to this. Okay. Ad start in a minute and a half. Fuck. Okay. Don't worry, I don't have that many bits left. Okay, good. Anyways. Oh man. But yeah, I definitely need to get more redeems. I think it would be fun and silly for you guys to be able to mess with me more. By the way, did Bits Cheer actually show up on screen? Like, did the alert work, you guys? Because I actually didn't check. It should have. It should be working. It didn't work. Stream elements. No, what the fuck? Every once in a while, my overlays just decide not to work, and it kind of gives me an aneurysm. I'm gonna be honest. What the fuck? Why is this not working? Emulate. Preview live on stream. Follower event. I heard the noise, but then there's just no image. It should... What? Nah, hold on. What the fuck is happening? That should have worked. God damn it, it is layered correctly. That's what's confusing me about this. What? This is browser source, and I'm hearing it. Dog. Why is it so inconsistent? Properties? Maybe I can refresh it? Maybe that'll help? Emulate follower event. Now it works. I guess it just hates me. Cool, I guess. Sorry that these just have not been working. I don't know why they haven't been working. This is one of those moments where I kind of want to beat stream elements to death, but it's whatever, I guess. I don't know. There's only so much I can do. Okay. I back. Wasn't paying that much attention. Well, I know, but like still, if you guys, dude, I had 2 raids happen earlier. Freddy raided me, and then fucking Jeva raided me, bro. I got raided by like 24 people earlier, and it didn't fucking show up raid message. Are you like, oh my god, dude? I'm gonna. Oh, okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine. I tell you, half the time stream problems just fix themselves. I know, and that's like the frustrating part. Like, I don't know why it isn't working. Why can't it just work? Okay, anyways, we're doing Five Nights at Frick Bears, I guess, now. Bear. Oh, fuck, it's the ad break. No! The scuff is never ending, dude. There's no shot. I'm actually dying. That's so funny. I'll see you guys in a minute. No. This is why it's good that I at least have my activity feed viewable for me on stream, though, because it means I can still shout you guys out, even if it doesn't show up visually on my screen. So, that's good. God is trying to prevent you from fricking the bear. Wouldn't be the first time. 3. Frick Bear 3. The frickening. Ad break ends in 10 seconds. This is the most least professional stream I've ever done. Actually, that's a lie. The 8-hour stream is pretty bad. Anywho. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and today, welcome back to Five Nights at Frick Bears 3. Bear in mind, while deliberately very goofy and unthreatening in tone, this game still contains plenty of rapidly flashing lights, loud noises, and you guessed it, jump scares. If you're prone to epilepsy or are easily frightened by cartoon bears, this game may not be for you. And that is why I'm about to shit my pants doing this for the next 45 minutes to an hour. Additionally, this game heavily relies on audio cues. It is highly recommended you wear a good pair of stereo headphones or earbuds before playing. If you accept these terms and conditions, press space to proceed. Thank you. Management. Alright, you guys can see this? Perfect. Just wanted to double check. Fucking Jesus, piece of shit! You weren't kidding about the volume, were you? How do I lower that? I actually jumped, dude. That was actually so bad. God damn it. Okay, I'm lowering it in, I'm lowering it on my device to like 10% of original. Okay. Get beamed? Yeah, dude, holy shit. That scared the fuck out of me. I'm gonna be so for real. Oh my god. Okay, is game audio good for you guys? Great introduction to this game's humor? Oh yeah, for sure. Jesus Christ. Okay. New game. Select your night guard. Jeremy, best for those unfamiliar with the FNAF formula or just looking for a relatively stress-free experience. Highly recommended for a first playthrough. Mike, the go-to middle-of-the-road option. Best for those familiar with the FNAF formula, but not yet familiar with this game specifically. Might get tough near the end. And then Vanessa. I got my fastball stuck. No, I'm kidding. A little quiet, but yes. Okay, I can turn it up a little bit more, but I just don't want to turn it up too much on my end, simply because I'm in the interest of not getting completely jump scared. And also because the audio balance of my headphones, for some reason, is always different than the audio balance on stream for reasons I don't fully understand. So there you go. Is that good? Is that a good mix? Because I'm guessing the jump scares are going to be pretty significantly louder than this, right? Yeah? Okay, cool. Recommended for Frick Bear veterans looking for a real challenge. Do not jump into this one first. Anyways, I'm clicking spacebar to play Vanessa. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna do Jeremy. I'm not fucking with this. Can change the jump scare volumes? Okay. I wasn't able to find the controls for that. Is it like... Hello there, my name's Jeremy Fitzgerald. Now, you may be wondering, gosh, Jeremy, what's a fellow like you working at a place like this? Well, it's quite simple, really. My tuition won't pay for itself, so I figured it was the perfect time to get a summer job. Well, another summer job. The last couple never seemed to end well. It was in options literally right below new game. Oh fuck, hold on. Can I back out? How do I back out? I'm trying to hit escape and it's not doing anything. Then that mishap with the knives, that was a close one. And that one time the car I was chauffeuring got hijacked. And that accident I got into during that other chauffeuring job that sent me hurling through the windshield towards that old lady. Who's carrying a big tray of hot coffee and... Dude, what the fuck is happening to this guy? But on the bright side, my time in the hospital gave me plenty of time to send out applications, and wouldn't you know it, this one got accepted. Okay, I should probably change category on Twitch. I'm realizing it's something that would be smart of me to do. Okay, hold on. Stream, no, not summaries. Manager, here we go. Is Five Nights at Frick Bears 3? It is a category. What the fuck? Alright. Pause menu, you can still adjust it. Frick Bears has a category? Yup, does. Just discovered that. This game has a category. Confident that this will be finally be the one. A kitty pizza place is just about as safe as it gets, after all. And yay, you know what they say. 13th time's the charm. Oh, right, what am I doing out here standing in the rain? There's mascots to be monitored. Frick tip, beating a knight with animatronic active will permanently unlock them in custom night. Oh no, dude. Mask, left door, right door, cams. Light, fan, pulse. Oh my god, okay. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. Guys, I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. Why would you mute the call? Sorry. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. How do I get back out? Oh, I just click cams again. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. 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 I'm such a bitch. 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 I don't know if I can do this. This might have to be a sub goal. This might have to be a sub goal for me to shit my pants. I'm gonna be honest. Mango. My mango is to blow up, and act like I don't know nobody. What the fuck is that? Yeah! Jeez.
Wind up the box or wind up dead.
Yeah, this is gonna have to be a sub goal if that's alright. Okay. 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 I literally tore my headset off. I literally tore my headset. I didn't know where the button was to wind the music box. I knew that it was the marionette, but I just didn't know where the button was. And now you guys see why I didn't play FNAF for a very, very long time. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. This is I'm back with the dog. Yeah, alright. You just watched me absolutely shit my pants. I'm gonna be on. You Where's the clip button? Can somebody clip that really quickly? Genuinely? There's no clip command. Hold on. Where's the clip button? It's fine. I can take it out of my VOD in a bit. Um, God damn. That was that was not worth. Okay, there will be a day. I don't think today is that day, but there will be a day in which I play this. Um, we now know that this is content because I just lost it doing that. The clip is on in the naughty room. The clip. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, Ari. God damn it. Okay. Regardless, I am going to make the executive decision, and I'm sorry that I'm making this executive decision, to say that we're going to do this another time. Uh, because I. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I promise I will do that at some point. Today is not that some point. Um, oh, god. Okay. You need to commit a full stream to this anyways? Yeah, exactly. You want to see a max mode attempt at least? Yeah, no, we will. What game was it though? That was Five Nights at Frickbear's 3, which is essentially a roguelike version of Five Nights at Freddy's. Which I like roguelikes. I have like 400 hours in Risk of Rain 2. I also have the Acrid plushie, which makes it kind of obvious that I like roguelikes. But I just died. I just died a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I If you guys weren't able to clip that, I will pull it out of the VOD for you guys. Once I download it after stream. But yeah, no, that was bad. Been playing Spooky's Mansion as in like Luigi or something else. Holy fuck. Dude. Gold standard. Oh my god. This is just making me realize that if I ever do a subathon or if you guys like get me to a sub goal at some point, I might do that with a heart rate monitor because I think that would be content. I would have a horrible fucking time, but it would be content. And I'm willing to do it. Okay, it's actually a game. Spooky's Mansion 1000 Doors. Got it. Posted it? Oh god, what do you mean posted it? Oh, is this the hard mode thing? Dude. Oh, fun, right? I love the humor. I need to get a heart rate monitor. Yeah, I need to too. There's a couple of things I need to get. I need to get like a webcam, a bunch of stuff. Akamakira is the go to psychological horror. I am not super familiar. Max mode attempt the furthest anyone has ever gotten, and it's only 3.5 minutes, which is like half the night. That is that is nutty. Uh Anyway, I think that was a nice like palate cleanser or a nice little taste of what that might end up looking like at some point. Holy. Dude, like my heart was racing for a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like that was a like even then that was like actually a pretty good jump scare. Like the lean back, like the way like the marionette like pushes you forward and stuff. Like that was a good jump scare design. Um, credit where credit's due. I did just like fold like a pancake though. So, uh, gosh dang. Oh my god. I can't. It took a sec. I saw it media and Discord. It's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, no, Ari, I have a Discord. I actually like this. I know we always end up yapping and like Laz and Freddy Cord, but like I do actually have I do have a Discord. It's not active, but it does exist, and I do post schedules and stuff when I'm not dead on the floor. So yeah, welcome to my bullshit. If you want to pull up, no pressure, of course. Oh my god. Same. I only use mine for siblings because I'm more bullshit than yours. That's fair. I Hey, I mean, I respect it. It's a good practice to have, genuinely. Um, but yeah. Ugh, God damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. I'm still like running off the head high of getting jump scared by Marionette just now. Like, I'm shamed. You're fine. Don't worry about it. God damn. You're all GRE. But yeah. Honestly, I might start thinking. I think I'm gonna start thinking about raiding into somebody now. If I get raided again, I'm going to throw hands. But I know C and D is up to some stuff right now, so I might raid into him in a minute. But yeah, no, this ended up being kind of an impromptu stream. I was planning on streaming at noon today, and then I ended up waking up at noon today. Um, so I ended up starting stream closer to like 2 p.m. Quick, someone raid. Yeah, exactly. Just no, because this time around I actually have to go. I have to go in like the next hour. I need to shower. Like I have things to do. This is not a joke. This is not reverse psychology. I do like hanging out with you guys. I'm stoked that I got to be here. I was happy to talk to you, Sharon. I was happy to talk to you, Dragon. I was happy to talk to you, Ari. Thank you, Freddie and Jeva for the raids. Thank you, Amelie for the follow. Like, thank you, Toki for the biddies. Like, I appreciate all of you guys so much, and I'm so happy that I got to do a regular a regular solo stream again for the first time in a while. And I hope to keep that up. I think I'm gonna do that like next week or something. Get Zender radio, dude. I would shit my pants. Do not do this to me. Genuinely, it would be funny if you got it to happen later, not now. Okay, I actually have responsibilities today, and I have no further plans for the stream. Ever since I finished the drawing, I've been on the seat of my pants just yapping with y'all. I was about to say Zentrea. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, do not do this to me right now. It would be crazy, but do not. I don't have anything right now. Wait until I get a VTuber model at least, man. Please, I beg of you. Oh my god. Dude, can you imagine how bad it would be if I got raided by a large streamer? Dude, I have zero mods on this channel. I have zero mods. I'm probably gonna raid Tyria or C&D. Oh, hi, Adam. Dude, there's no way. What the hell? Hey, Admiral, I was just thinking of ending shit. Looks like I got it fine. Another 10 minutes, bro. Okay, you guys get another 15 out of me, but I have to go by 5:45. Okay, I need to be at a dinner at 7 p.m. Wait, is that a thing? So far I've been rated twice just before I thought I was going to end stream today. So I've been essentially held here for like, go do your stuff. We're just messing around. But I'm I've been vibing for like the last hour and 15. I'm stoked to be talking to you guys. I have no issue with it. It's just that I have been like partially hostage. Not in a bad way. Like I'm a willing hostage, but like still. Um God damn it, dude. That's so funny. Dude, getting rated by Jeva earlier was crazy. I never thought I would get rated by Jeva. Jeva, my goat. I love Jeva. But yeah, holy fuck. God damn. But yeah, actually, hold on. Let me pull up what I was. Admiral, you miss Volt getting fricked by the Marine. I did get fricked. This is true. This is a completely accurate description of what happened, and I'm not even joking. That'll be a stream at some point. That was too funny not to do again. I'm gonna be so for real. Even though I was riding on my high, like it's adrenaline high from that. Like it was so worth it. None of the 40 people I'd recommend rating are live right now. Yeah, I know, but I could rate into Crips and Dice right now. That's my thought. Tyria and Crips and Dice are doing a bunch of stuff right now. I was on stream with Crips and Dice yesterday for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, so I would be totally willing to rate into them. Um, but yeah, dude, holy sh. Okay. Really quickly, I'm gonna pull up the drawing that I did earlier today. Actually, Admiral, you've been around this long. So you actually would also. One second. You deserve this. Um. I'm gonna be a part of the raid, but I'm gonna dip out to join Lip City and stream. Yeah, all good. Um. But I was VIPing a bunch of people earlier, so because there's a lot of people that deserve to be VIP'd. Next time Bucket's here, I need to VIP them as well, but I just don't remember exactly how to spell their username. Regardless, though, I'm going to pull out. So, as I said, you've been around on the drawing streams for a lot longer than most people here, actually. So I can go back and say, hey, I was working on the Porygon stuff again, and you can go, wait, I actually remember this potentially. So as per usual, once again, we have my Porygon form. Short amount of time, 2 years, which is pretty much when I started my channel, so like, better than most people. Regardless, I had the Porygon forms, and then I had the dive form. And then today I did the surf form, which is a we made bumper cars jokes, but it is supposed to be a jet ski. So that's pretty silly. That's the idea. Memory isn't amazing. That's totally fine. But yeah, so I drew this today. This is what we got up to during the Jeva raid, before the Freddy raid, and then before I shit my pants playing Five Nights at Frick Bears for all of literally a minute and a half. So yeah. Yeah. Anywho, we are going to be raiding into Crips and Dice, D&D YouTuber extraordinaire, my goat. They were super fun hanging out with at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire yesterday. They do a bunch of campaigns with a bunch of my buddies, those being mostly Lazlight Sky, aka Vita Two Heart, but also Freddy once. So I'm going to. Okay, yeah, they're in the middle of something, which is good because it means I can just raid in and it's like no problem. Collab server is coming very soon in like an hour already. Thanks for the heads up. Regardless, I'm gonna get back to clipping you guys. It's been fun. Hey, we appreciate it, Ari. Hopefully, I'll actually have like solo stream clips that are like that exist. So that should be cool. But yeah, also thank you for joining my Discord. But yeah, hold on. What the fuck am I doing? I'm forgetting where the buttons are. Okay. Raid channel. Search. Crips and Dice. Start raid. Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for coming today. I really appreciate all of your guys' viewership. It's been super fun hanging out with all of you guys. Mwah, Ari. Before you go, I'd like to propose an idea really quick. Go. What's up? 15-player Neuro Jeopardy and Swarm Squad. I'd be game. I might not be somebody who's very good and I will lose immediately, but I'd be game to help you out with that. Just message me off stream and then we can start working into that. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for coming. Once again, thank you Toki for the bits. Thank you Amelie for the follow. Thank you Jeva and Freddy for the raids. Thank you Dragon, Ari, Admiral, Shern, all for coming. I really love talking to all of you guys. It's always a blast. And as per usual, I will see you guys next time. Oh, actually, hold up. Wait. Raid message. Um, uh, Bumpa cause. There. No, hold on. Fuck. Shit. There. Raid message. Everybody copy the raid message. We're gonna do this. I don't worry about the backslash. I fat fingered it. Okay. Let's go. Bumpa cause, bumpa cause.